righty. I think we're good on that end. All right. Let me get the list of questions. I didn't bother putting them into the animation this time because it's being reworked. So we're just going to use a normal looking notepad this time.
All right, good for me. Good for me.
All right, I have a series of 16 questions, and then we'll do the open Q&A.
All right.
We put these in the top. I'm trying to figure out how to freaking format those because I don't know the animation. All righty. Let's do it this way. There we go. Question number 1. Let's get started. How did you get into the FNF community?
Okay, so this is the question I get asked fairly often. So it started back like roughly, I want to say, because as far as I remember, I know like around the time when I was like really getting into it, it was like when the Tricky mod was dropping, or what was it, Expurgation specifically?
Yeah.
Either that or when like Versus Sonic EXE was rolling around. So I think either like 2021 or one of those.
I think it's Thanksgiving 2021 with V2, I believe. I think it's
even
actually
before that, actually. I explicitly remember I was just watching the demo one day, but I was in my room, you know, the innocent 14 or 13-year-old I was, just scrolling on YouTube. Then I ended up getting a recommendation from this YouTuber named Flippy on the Tricky mod. I was like, yo, that's kind of cool, even though I didn't understand what was happening, nor did I remember what Madness combat was that moment. So I looked further into it, and then I was discovering like this whole plethora of mods and characters, like what was it, Sky, this scarecrow named Zardy, and some others I remember, like Pico. I definitely remembered him when I first saw him, and since then, like, I was kind of hooked on it. Then I got like into the base game where I just watched it, because I think like around the time like week 6 came out or something. And I was like, oh, I think I love rhythm games now, because I was never really a big fan of them before. So, and I ended up just like, I was just like fixed on it for a while. Like it just like kept me curious. And, like it was good. Like
it just became earworm and just, you know.
Yeah, it was planted in my head, and like it's amazing.
It's really fun, honestly. The community is pretty nice to me, at least.
Yeah. Okay.
Always has been to me. I haven't had like a negative experience personally. But yeah, that's a later question anyway. Yeah, that's it for number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 is, you know, goes on to it. How long have you been in the community? Which you kind of already answered with, you know, week 6. And I really need to just, I can probably just bundle those 2 questions together.
I think like probably 3 or 4 years, probably. Somewhere amongst that.
Around the same personally, but I actually got pulled into the, you know, the games because of the freaking random Spotify suggestion.
Understood. You know,
yeah, it just popped up in my Spotify one day, and then I started playing Hacks, and you know, went from there.
Hacks, good one.
Yes, but yeah. All right, okay, let's go on to question 3 then, because that's a pretty quick answer. How has your experience with the community been?
God, my community is like, okay, because I'm aware of like the stuff that goes on in this community, like, all right, like this person's bad, or like this person's like highly praised and stuff, but my overall experience, or what I think, it's like not really that bad. A lot of stuff still happens in this community.
Oh, guaranteed.
Don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, like, but what community like doesn't have that? But, or like my experience, I met like, or this was like the better community I've been in, because I was like fresh out of the Sonic and Spriting community for a good bit before I got into FNF. And it was like a toxic hellhole for like 2 or 3 years when I was in there. So like just meeting all these people, like seeing all like, oh, this person does insane music, or this person has a egregiously smooth art style and stuff, just like, and I met like a lot of people here, some that are like bad, some people I personally think are understood from the time, and some people like I met and very much like still hold near and dear. Some people I know, like Flaming Bags, Effie Nuffy, even Chibi Sprinkle time to time when I talk to her, Wonders and other things. And just like, being in the community definitely like opened my mind and perception to like working with other people too, because I mentioned I was coming out of the spraying community and stuff. Like, I'm used to like being a one-man show. Like, I was used to just like doing a lot of projects by myself. So like,
relatable. I'm
starting
to get out of it a bit.
It's okay. Being in a position where like I have to work with other people or I have to start correlating with others, it was like an interesting trial that I had to get used to and understand more for a while. Because then eventually the position would be like flipped on me. And once I actually understood that, like, it just like genuinely just opened my mind a lot more. And I'm grateful to be in this community because, again, that stuff's still gonna happen in the community regardless, but it hasn't affected me that much because I didn't let that warp my perception on the game with the people I know from the community entirely and stuff.
Yeah, well, every community has their black sheep in a sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, guaranteed. There's no avoiding it. That's just an inevitability. There's no way to get away from it. But yeah,
the whole
yeah.
Name a more toxic community.
Yeah, well, this is actually the community I've gone deepest into, honestly. But
yeah,
not a bad experience. But yeah. All right. On to the next question. Have you had to deal with any drama in the community? Yeah, personally.
Any drama in the community, like drama involving or like against me, or just like drama overall in the community?
Drama overall, I guess, or against you as well. Whichever you feel right. Feels right.
Well, like in terms of like dramas that's like overall and stuff, like it's just like the usual time to time, like this person's a racist, like this guy's a predator. And I hate the fact that it's just kind of like at that point, I just like shrug my shoulders and go, okay, this person's just bad. But like,
we'll play this again.
there's a couple other instances.
Oh
where,
boy, here's another 50-page document to read. Holy shit. Yeah, the thing is, though, since I've made this freaking account, I've actually had to read those just in case. Not everyone's gonna let me know, like, hey, you gotta be careful with this guy.
Wait, I'm getting checked.
It's all good. It's all good.
Despite like the classic cases and stuff, like the usual suspects, there are some like instances where, well, like I'll hear about a situation, and it will actually like put me into shock for a moment. Like, if not like something I hear, like I'm not gonna like throw on drama on the stream and stuff, but there's this one situation I heard. It was like regarding somebody, I think their name was like Mocha before. I don't know if their name is different now.
I know too many people by that name.
Well, I don't know.
You know how little that narrows it down.
It was like, because like the situation there had, it's just like nothing I heard before, or it was just something you don't hear that often. But main point is like, in terms of like drama against me, I don't really get into confrontation or like issues with anybody. Like
I try not to either.
Yeah, like if I make like a fuck up or something, I'm instantly gonna like call myself out or just like apologize for said mistake that I made. But like drama that I had against me for like the most part that I can remember or recall was like, does anybody here know the Brazilian Mikumai ended up making?
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I actually had some friends on my own Discord talking about playing it, but eventually I heard about that, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of steered away just in case. But I still gotta get around to it eventually. For the most part, like, YouTube and stuff like that. They'll call out like, "Hey, did you know about this?" Yes, I heard about it. But then again, I also played Funk Hill Zone on stream. I thought it was alright.
Well, I thought it was alright.
Which I heard that got an update too, so who knows? But yeah, it really just depends. It just depends. It's all good. It's fine if we derail a little bit. I'll try to keep us on track.
With that mod, it was like an interesting case because like the day it was happening, which was on Christmas, unfortunately, so that was bad. It was like, I'm not gonna say like the side that was like hating it was entirely wrong. Like, I completely understand. Like, I will admit I made like a fuck up. I didn't really like look into everything or didn't bother to like rehash through some stuff before posting it. I will fully admit that. But I think the community went about the reaction or like the disdain towards it in a horrible way.
Yeah,
like if
that
I'm
tends to be a common trend.
Yeah. You can dislike me or like hate the mod. That's fine. That you have your reasons. You do you.
Yeah.
But I feel as if it's not warranted for death threats just to be tossed and thrown at me for this.
Yeah.
You can lay your criticism and stuff like that. Like again, to an extent, I think their anger is okay and justified. But I think just like how they went about it was the part that made either or. Which thankfully, like in the mod, because it is getting updated, a lot of that stuff's getting like further glanced into more rather than over.
Yeah.
And it was bad because my team ended up, for the most part, it was mostly like the voice actor in me that felt affected the most, but we're better now. We feel all right about it. And we were very much tempted to just take down the whole mod from Game Banana that day, but we just kept it there and just had like a small subtle talk with like the entire team about it. But in terms of drama overall, that's the only one that really got me and really just stuck with me since then.
I completely get it, honestly. I really do. Yeah, sorry you had to go through that, honestly. Like,
it's okay. I feel better about it.
Yeah, the community can be very toxic at certain points. It just comes with the territory, honestly. But
yeah, I think in terms of like drama, I haven't really like gotten into anything at all. I just kind of like just mind my own business and just play with my toys.
Fair enough, fair enough. The only time I really talk about drama is if, like, hey, there's people making accusations without showing any proof or anything like that. Nothing, just making claims. That's what infuriates me most of the time. Until I see proof of anything, honestly, I'm not going to believe anything people say on Twitter. That's just me, honestly. Like, if okay, cool, you say that, but show me some proof. That's all.
It's a valid point. I agree with that.
Yeah, until you show me proof, I am not going to believe you. That's literally how I go about this stuff. And I don't really go into. I'm not defending anyone. I'm just wanting to know the truth. That's it. When it comes to that stuff.
I'll admit, and this is something I kind of had to start improving on since about a few months ago. So I had like a habit of like rushing into stuff and not really thinking about it. Like I hear the slightest ounce, and then I just kind of make that immediate mindset instead of like just fully looking at stuff, which thankfully I got better at over time. Yeah. And it's just like, yeah, okay, let me fully analyze stuff before I make a final word about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the best way to go about it. But yeah, and then there's some people that literally just, retweet like, hey, this person did this, but then you ask like, okay, you got any proof? And they're like, wait, hold on, I heard somebody say it. Like, dude, that's not how that works.
You go to school, right? Like, have you ever been in a situation where like somebody says, Tyler punched me, and he was like, where's the bruise? That's what it feels like when somebody makes an accusation.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's how it feels.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I need to log off Twitter more often, honestly. Whatever. Like, but yeah, I haven't heard much in the community actually in terms of drama. But then again, I've been off for a few days.
Not too much from what I'm looking at. No, there was still like some accusations here and there with some people, but like it died down. At least from what I see. But most part that you can consider drama was when people are just bitching about the base game updates and stuff. But
yeah, Cassandra, I heard about recently. They're talking about people were bitching about the design.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, I didn't actually. I don't know what that afterwards.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I didn't really have anything to say, dude. Like, seriously, that's the important thing we gotta bitch about right now. Is like a design change, very slightly.
Literally, that's what it has to be.
I don't know, man. I don't get it sometimes. By the way, chat saying that they're twins with you on stream on the YouTube site.
That's some of my friends from like chat crew. Hey guys,
sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the YouTube chat. My bad. I have a bad habit of just
That's
focusing
what
on
my
Twitter.
friends do too, because they call me twin and stuff time to time.
Yeah, my bad. I realize on a lot of these interviews, I focus on the Twitter side of things instead of the YouTube side of things. My bad. My bad.
It happens, bro. It happens.
Yeah, and that's since I stopped multi-streaming. I need to get back into it. Honestly, I just wanted a break from freaking restream fucking up my stuff. But anyway, but yeah, I wanted to talk about that one. All right, onward to question number 5.
What's on question number 5?
Do you have any advice to give to the community?
Advice? Shut the fuck up. My alarm went off. Let me see. Hello, Fish. Hi, a little bit. Hey, Kirby. Hey, Ada. Kami, Devil.
Fun fact, we actually have a Kirby stream avatar for those wanting to rock on the YouTube side.
Well, I had to say hi to my crew real quick.
All good.
In terms of advice to give the community, this was kind of just something I woke up to one morning, like last year in 2024. I think like the community needs to have a bit more of like a positive aspect.
It really does.
Overall things, yeah. Because I get it. Life ain't always blossoms, lilies. Now often like withered roses and stuff. But I think people often negate and look into the negatives too often and too much. Yeah. Where like nobody can really go and enjoy stuff or just like This doesn't even apply to just FNF. This applies to like everything. Everything
in life, man.
Yeah, everything in life.
Like the major problem about it though is that our brains are wired to remember negativity more than positivity, and it's often contagious.
I get that. Just like the hard thing about being positive is just like you have to remember and just lock that in your mind to do it every day. Yeah. And like it becomes easier, but the hard part is that you have to do it every day. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if people just have some form of positivity, because I understand like everyone's living situation is different. Why did I say living situation? Yeah. Everyone's life is different. Yeah. And
different perspectives and all that.
Everybody thinks very differently about stuff. But I think if people look for at least one positive in a day, they'll have a lot more hope than they did about a few moments ago. Because hope
freaking January was a hell zone.
It was. The months only got
call out after call out after document after document. Like, dude, that like
pisses me off. It was like Warzone 3 for FNF.
Basically. By the way, I posted the questions that we're asking on the space here. Here you go. We're on question number 5 for those following on the Twitter side of things. Who's Flower.avi? I posted a link to that Twitter list that you posted about.
I am Flower.avi.
Yeah, I posted. If you check the pinned comment on the YouTube side, I left the link to that one post you made with all the mods you worked on.
This is true. I am also a voice actor and a writer to an extent.
What did you make? Let me share this on stream here. Like they helped out. They've worked on / making DX.
I do a lot of mod stuff, or I'm in a lot of mods, so to say.
Like Jesus, that's probably the most I've seen in one post. Holy shit! That actually makes it so easy to organize. But yeah,
because I had to go in my Discord and just like go into all the servers or like just remember all of them by the profile or like just like all that good stuff. Yes.
Yeah, they've been on a lot. Yeah.
Oh, I even worked on Sona's mod at one point, but I ended up leaving because I think it was canceled after a bit. But you know.
Fair enough.
I also have a channel if people are wondering what do I compose for music. There's some stuff there, albeit not a lot of good content.
Work on Miku mod, trust.
There is something I do want to go for the Miku mod by the end of this.
All right. Yeah, feel free.
There is something I do want to go for the Miku mod by the end of this, and
all right. You're welcome to share whatever. By the way, as a speaker on the Twitter side of things, you can also share things to the space. If you know how to do that, if not, I can tell you real quick. If you know where the
I don't
bookmark button, if you know where the bookmark button is, the button next to it, that's the share button. As a speaker, if you click on that, you can hit share to space.
Yeah, I did that. I did that before I got in here.
You can share that. You can share that anytime. Yeah, I just want to make sure you're aware.
Will do.
All right, are we good on number 5?
I do got one more advice. I do got
go
one
for
more
it.
piece of
Yeah,
advice.
the floor.
Help me out.
We're going to show the Miku
Remember?
mod.
Yep.
Yep.
Again, the show of Mikumon, yes. And this guy probably knows what I'm gonna tease. But in terms of like advice, if anybody ever feels like down mentally or just like any form of like distress or sadness, I want you to count down how many times you felt that and how long you kept going since those times. Those are like it's kind of vague, but it helped me out a lot in the long run.
I get that. Yeah.
Like, once you remember that, you kind of just like sit in your chair and you go, wait, oh, I'm actually brave. I'm actually strong as a person.
I remember talking to you like very recently. Like, dude, I was fucking burnt out to hell and back like this week. Like I completely disconnected from everything for like a few days because I had no motivation to stream or work on anything last Monday.
I know you told me that, and you felt bad because like you couldn't do the promo and stuff. I'm like, it's really okay. It's not that big a deal. I'm just like,
it's just a fun thing we like to do, but everyone was busy with commissions.
I respect that.
The team got a lot of commissions from those animatics they've made so far, which that's fine. It's not entirely needed, but it's just a fun thing for the community to huddle around whenever we do them.
More the actual thing.
But yeah, hopefully the team opens up here soon. Who knows?
I'll welcome with open arms, animatic or not.
Yeah.
I think we're all good with like questions.
They were especially busy. I even asked them like, hey, if you have time, can you also, if not, can we make like a piece of art? Because they are very fast artists to make. They're pretty damn quick. Yeah. But yeah, this is some small stuff in the background. But yeah, anyway, we good on number 5?
We good on number 5.
Alrighty. We're on to question number 6. All right, so this one you can share the piece if you have it on Twitter. As an artist, what's your favorite piece of art that you've made?
See, art can mean multiple things if you know me, but I think because I'm not that much of an artist, but I have like drawn little things time to time. Like there was this one thing I did draw, which I can show in the like I go in like the space if I can find it.
Alrighty, we got plenty of time.
I think it's about... No, that ain't it. Hold up, I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I actually picked up a drawing tablet myself recently. I haven't been practicing for about a week or so because of the burnout, but
that's really cool. That's really cool.
I'll get back to it soon. I'm still pretty freaking garbage at it.
Hey, you got it, bro. You got it, bro. It's all
I'll be fine.
I think I share it here.
All right.
Yeah, I think I can share here, but it's like I did like draw these a bit ago.
All right.
And like I feel like doodle small things time to time.
Music counts. No, yeah, it is a form of art. That is true.
It is a form of art. Yeah.
It is.
Oh wait, no. Actually, what is it? I posted it on my Twitter at some point. It's like, what was it? It was like a Black Sun mix that I would make. Yeah, it was a Black Sun 2025. I found it.
Gotcha.
And it was like this mix that I made because a good friend of mine named Akayo, he drew a small doodle of like EXE, boyfriend, girlfriend and stuff. Then I just ended up going into FL Mobile and just like made this quick 15-minute doodle of a Black Sun. Then upon like finishing it, I was like, that actually sounds pretty cool. I could like do something with it. And I ended up turning it a bit more like it sounds a lot better. But when I made like the initial post, a lot liked it because it follows like the whole Calamity feel and vibe to it. Mm-hmm. And a good few people that I know that are really skilled artists came along and said, hey, could I help out with like art and stuff as I finish it? And Kyle is awesome. Big A mention. Shout out to my crew, Chaz. What was it? And because I already had motivation to finish it already, but like just like all of this feedback just from me doing this, it's like, man, I have more drive and will to finish it now if I didn't before. It's on my channel, and I did make a tweet about it at one point where it all started.
Nice.
What up?
Yeah, I actually always liked Black Sun as a song.
Good song. It still holds up to this day. If you listen to,
I actually like a majority of the EXE, Sonic the EXE from 2.0, actually.
They all hold up well. This is the thing that I like about older mods. If your songs from like 2022 can still hold up in the big 25, you did good as a musician. Or even, actually no, not just musicians. That applies to like charters, coders, and stuff. If all of that can still hold in this day and age,
fair point. That's a good one. Yeah, V2 of EXE, fucking legendary.
That was definitive. Like that was a definitive time.
That's what got me sucked into the community like full time at that point. Like, dude, that was so good.
Yeah, I don't think I would be that big in it if it wasn't for that mod.
The code definitely doesn't hold up, but I digress. I actually did stream it, like a sort of like revisiting thing, and I had to download it like 4 times. Oh no, wait, no. Actually, that was Hypno's Lullaby. My bad. I had to download 2 times.
Hypno's Lullaby.
Hypno's Lullaby. That was yeah, man. I did the same thing with that one. I had to download 4 fucking versions just to unlock the last song.
You download 4 versions just for that?
Yeah, I wanted to be thorough. I never played it until that point.
Yeah, I respect it. No, I get that.
I still have to get around to playing the full ass tricky mod as well. I never played that because I literally just got around to streaming at that point. I gotta get to it eventually. Kate had a stripping thing in full hardy was hard. Try doing that with versus stream chat, Shadow Kirby. Back during those days, that's how you got better versus stream chat, where chat could literally speed it up, spam jacks and all that. That's how I trained. I want to get that working again, man. That was so fun.
It was so.
I don't have videos of it. Yeah, I don't have videos of it because that was back during my early Twitch days, so none of it's saved. But if I can get that working again, I will do a fucking YouTube live stream where chat can mess with my game. If I can get it working, I will do it. I know they made a Psych Engine port of it. I'm looking into that. But that shit is fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. Alrighty, let's go. I think we got a little bit derailed there.
Yeah, we got a bit derailed, but hey, small talk is a lot more than something.
It's a lot of fun. This is Nightbot. Fair point, actually. That's a very fair point. All right, let's move on to question number 7. Right.
Yeah.
All right, question number 7. As a voice actor, do you have any favorite roles?
Favorite roles. Okay, that's an interesting, because I don't get that many voice acting positions in mods, but like the ones I do get are pretty interesting because at first I kind of just started small. Like I was voicing like my own characters and stuff, and like did it for some others. Like one of my friends' characters is like Tiana, another one is like their character Leviathan, and the roles I do get sometimes is like Darnell, boyfriend, and maybe Shadow time to time as somebody who feels confident.
Peak mentioned.
So some other roles like I get asked to play sometimes. It's like girlfriend, Mario 85. Why did I say that? No, MX. What the fuck? I'm trying to think. What else do I get asked to do?
Hey,
oh no. There's this one
Kaio.
character in particular. It's like B3 rerun. I
Okay.
think I voice a character named Crumbo, which is just like Scrimbo but Knuckles. And he's actually pretty fun to voice.
His name is Power Down. Fair enough. What's up? How's it going?
Shut up, man.
You don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Pretty much hero.
Yeah, but I think like my favorite to voice is like boyfriend, because as much as like I probably ramble about the character or say like on BFIRL and stuff, that character guided me out of some spots more than some people actually would know or think.
Zam said his name is Power Down, and then in a little bit said dropped MX's full government name. What the fuck? I love YouTube chat half the time. Yeah, his name is Game Over.
That's probably it.
Dude, GameOver.exe, I remember playing that. That was my first wall starting out.
I that mod. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. I actually, that's one of the few times I actually uploaded a playthrough of a hard one. It was considered harder back then. I posted that to TikTok, and eventually, oh god, yeah, my mic's I can hear my mic through your stuff. Basically, that's one of the few times I've uploaded to TikTok, and like 2 years later, it got claimed, and now you can't hear it anymore.
Oh wait, hold up. When you say game over exe, was it like Lord X? I think.
Yeah, I can find it real quick. Hold on.
Mega Drive Mix, I think.
No. It was like SMB Funk Mix game over exe.
Oh.
Yeah, that one. That one. Yeah, that one was actually considered hard because you had 3 misses and then you're dead, and I wasn't that good at that point. Like, I ended up finding out that I won because I accidentally hit a button that enabled bot play by accident. I didn't know that existed.
Where's the skill in that?
Like, I actually did go back on YouTube and eventually did do it legit. I felt bad, man. I didn't realize until like a year later. Like, somebody pointed out, like, wait a minute. That's why your hold notes weren't displaying because you accidentally turned on fucking bot play. I did not know. I did go back and play it years later, though.
Yeah, you gotta run that back someday.
I did. It took me a few attempts, but not much. It was on Cade Engine back then, which also made it harder.
It was his play, Mr. Krabs. He was number one.
People didn't hold it against me, thankfully.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know that I had there was a special keybind hidden in the code there. I think it was just G or H. I don't remember.
That's some Zaza shit for real.
I don't know, man. How do the creators say that, Billy? Anyway, acting roll. Sorry, we got derailed here.
It's a conversation. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah. I usually try to save it till after the main questions. All right. Are you good for number 7? Move on to number 8.
On to number 7, or was it 8? Wait.
Hey, we're moving on to number 8. Yeah.
Yeah, it's number 8. Okay.
This one might be a bit harder for you to answer, but question 8 is: what's your favorite mod you've worked on?
What's my favorite mod I worked on? Okay, this is an interesting question for me to try and answer because
how many? Your laundry list.
It's not a mega assortment of lists I post. There's a lot of mods I've gotten on.
Yeah.
And it's very hard for me to say like which one is actually like my favorite.
How about this? How about you just do honorable mentions?
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. There is some mods
instead of singling it out, not your overall favorite, but like top 5 or top 10.
Top 10. Actually, okay, yeah, I can answer that.
Because I feel like, that's a question that can't be a loaded question because some people are like, okay, you then. You can answer either way. Yes.
I want to say for like top 10, I want to say like horror faves, which is like, it's like this mod where like, okay, because there's this guy that I know.
On Stealth FNF.
Yeah. What is it? It's like basically a mod where it's like retakes on a lot of like older creepypastas, not like the normal and classic ones you would know or see. Number 9, I would have said CN Takeover, but not as much.
I actually kind of like that mod.
The mod is good. I work on like remake and stuff. Not bad by any means. Just like has its up and downs.
Yeah.
But I think like number 9 for me, I want to say like Wario's Wadness.
Wario's Wadness. I'm following that one.
It had a very interactive dev team. I will say that. It's pretty fun.
By the way, we have Stealth FNF in the stream chat, by the way. Hello.
Hello there. It's definitely like an interactive and fun dev team to be in and be around. Number 8, is it?
Yeah.
Or then number 7. No, yeah, it's number 8. Okay.
Yeah, you're
number 8 is like number 8 is like a Project Refunk for me. It's exactly what you probably think it is. Like
I actually know the director of that. Actually,
I know the director too. He's my best friend. He's awesome. And it's a very awesome and like polished mod for what it is. And at first I was like, I kind of just glossed over everything and didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
But like, as I like stayed in the mod longer and like talked to some of the people in the team and the director himself, it's just like, oh, I really like it here. Well,
still just asking, do you remember him?
I do. I remember you. I remember you. So I know what's up. I think like number six is like Welcome to Chaos, which was like my friend's OC mod at the time. But it ended up being, oh my god, it ended up being canceled after a while because well, like, you know, she got busy with life. Can't really direct a mod anymore and stuff. Yeah. So she just decided just not beat the dead horse anymore and just let it go out to pasture. Yeah, go on the pasture. That good stuff.
Pretty much. How's it going, Shatterbone? Your mic's glitching out.
Oh shit, is it?
Yeah, for a second, it felt like you were like a mile away.
Oh, I want to say like number 5 is like the Ring Collection, because like that mod was like, let me real quick. It was a mod that like it was like a rehash or like our take on like the Versus on EXE mod. It was like the first mod that I worked on with like a very open and friendly environment. Like everybody in there was very kind and open and stuff. And I made a lot of good friends. Like I met my buddy Neutron, who I talk to a lot to this very day. Some of my friends like Doze, Saint, and other things. The mod ended up being like died down after a while, and this was also the community that day, or the mod where I started to meet like bigger people. Like I met Goddess all around that time, which we don't talk to as much nowadays, but it was pretty cool at the time to meet a big composer, because I didn't really know who she was until I found out they worked on it, Wednesday Fidelity. And overall, like, it was a fun environment. I liked being there.
Hi, Cherry.
Number 4? Is it number 4 or is it number 3?
I think you're at number 4, yeah.
Number 4. Now, this is a mod that my buddy Akayo also knows, and some of the other people in chat. FNF Antiverse.
I've actually heard of that one, actually. A long while ago.
It's okay, because this is the interesting thing about it. Antiverse was kind of like a mod I kind of skimmed over, and because I didn't really understand what was happening or what was like really going on. But once I saw my friend a little bit, it was like a call at the time. It was like me, my friend Akayo, a little bit. I think Mr. Pot was there too, and some others. Once like I fully looked at the mod and got like a better understanding that like, is this like a, what is it, Sonic EXE Mario mix, or like that's kind of what it was, but like not entirely. Hi, Cable.
We're doing good today, Cherry.
I was looking at Discord, my bad.
Oh, good.
So like because like my friend a little bit was playing Antiverse on stream, and like once I got like a proper understanding or look of like, what is this mod? And I got everything. It was like, wait, this mod kind of cool. This mod's kind of cool. I kind of like it. And I will say, and some people know this, my favorite song in Antiverse will forever be what is it called? I think it was called. You know, it had stars in it. It had stars in it, but it had like.
I did play Antiverse. You're right.
Yeah, but Speedrunner Mario. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I did play Antiverse, actually. You're right. I did play it. That was ages ago.
And like after a while, like
almost 2 years ago. Holy crap.
Hey, the mod's looking a lot better. I will say that.
I'm excited. I remember that one.
Like I did.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember the songs since it's been 2 years almost.
Hey, you gotta go back and play that on stream one of these days. You gotta hit that mod up.
Trust me. I try to keep up with all the mods. I get updates. It just, you know, I only stream like 3 a week.
Age like fine wine. That's what
I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I mean, then again, I played Mistful Crimson Morning like 10 minutes after it came out.
Well, that's Mistful Crimson Morning.
Dude, that stream actually popped the off because I was spawn camping the Twitter.
I absolutely believe that. What is it? I did like a little reanimation of like the speedrunner Mario Sprite one day because the FLAs were published from what I remember. And in the server that I'm in, Rick like noticed from I don't know if I personally said something or was it my friend Akayo, but they took notice, and I think one day Rick and Akayo just like agreed to invite me onto Antiverse, and I was like, oh my lord. Am I breathing right now? Am I dreaming? It's just like
let me pinch myself.
Let me pinch myself. This can't be real. And because once I got in there, again, interactive dev team, like everybody's just like friends and like chill with each other. I met like some very awesome people there, like my buddy Moulton. He's very cool. I don't know if he's watching, but he's very awesome. I met Mr. Vortex. He's pretty cool. I met my buddy Zinc and Winter. Well, I didn't know Winter beforehand, but yeah, there's like a lot of cool people in that mod. Who I love.
Here it is, Boogies. Hold on. Boogies is asking, don't know what Antiverse is, not gonna lie. Here's an image for you. The speedrunner Mario one specifically.
It's a very cool mod, so to say.
I remember having a good time with it.
I can't.
But yeah, there's that. I streamed it a long while ago. Anyway, at that point, it was pretty underground from what I recall. Like, Mike went to space, bro. What the heck? Did it? Flower? You there? Flower, you good? Oh. Flower, no! Did they refresh did they refresh? No, Flower went poof. Never refresh your Twitter page, by the way. It kicks you out of there. They'll be back. They'll be back. It's Flover. But yeah, definitely recommend Antiverse. I believe at the time it was underground when I streamed it. Like, it wasn't that well known. Oh god, they killed Flowey. I had a great time with it that time, though. I think that's one of the first few streams I did on YouTube, actually. Hold on. Yeah, just a few months in, actually. Yeah, they refreshed their stuff. I'll invite them to co-host. Yeah, one thing with Twitter Spaces, for those that want to do it in the future, never refresh your page. Otherwise, it'll kick you out of a speaking role. This is Antiverse. You played Antiverse before. I remember watching it with some friends. It was awesome. It was really good. Now you have to check out Antiverse. There's stuff coming out.
Here we go.
As co-host, you can also accept people into the thing. But yeah, never refresh it.
Straight up crashed. Oh my god, that was weird.
Yeah, definitely check out Antiverse. It's good stuff.
It absolutely is. I can't say I'm not gonna leak anything, but it definitely
I implore you not to leak it.
It's gonna be great when it comes out. That's all I'll say.
I will try to spawn camp it.
Spawn camp it.
Yeah, heck, shoot me a DM when it's about to come out.
Three.
Yeah.
I want to say number 3. Interesting subject.
Yeah.
Does my own mods count or like?
Yeah, any mods count that you worked on. I don't care.
Because then I'm gonna say Hasune Miku Funkin Mega Mix.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna say my own mod then probably. Because
tough advertise.
Because I never really like made mods and they never really get out. Because when I make a project, 9 out of 10 it's either gonna be dead or canceled for the same reason. But with this mod, it was like the first mod to get out there after like 2 or 3 years.
The plug.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. It's your interview. You can plug whatever the fuck you want.
I plug my shit.
Where's crossfunk?
Initially, like Funkin Mega Mix, we weren't gonna like make or continue anything. It was just gonna be that one shot, and then just call it a day. But
yeah,
we wanted to keep going, and we said, you know what, let's go. You know, we don't see mods with like any other form of Miku media that much, aside from like the usuals. So like we wanted to just get on out there because why not?
Yeah, you know what?
And like,
let's go forward.
Yeah, exactly. Let me see. Funkin Mega Mix. Funkin Mega Mix. I love that mod. I'm gonna plug it
Cherry
later.
says, we're not canceling Lamau. I'll beat you up, Flower.
That's my queen, Cherry.
You don't know Mega Mix.
Not gonna spoil too much.
No, don't spoil. I implore you not to.
You'll be good. You'll be good. You'll be good. Number two. Number two. DX playlist. No, because my buddy Walk TS, my good friend Walk TS actually, because it's funny how that mod was like, because at first he just kind of invited me for the sake of animating some stuff in there. Real quick for people that don't know DX playlist. It's
Number 15. Check out the reference.
It's a cool little MC mod. It's a cool little OC mod and stuff. Like the characters are very awesome and interesting, even before like I got on. And when I did, it was like an interesting conquest. And at a point, he needed to refresh himself for a bit, so he just decided to like pass ownership and stuff to me, which I ended up giving back to around February, I believe. Yeah, something like that. And what is it? The mod like changed a lot in terms of like story. Some of the characters definitely gotten hashed a lot, and it was like one of the more interesting experiences because it helped me as a writer improve in a lot of aspects too. And it's just fun. It was an amazing mod. It's canceled, but like now it's an OST project, which furthermore will be released at points in time. But for when it was a mod at a time, it was definitely like an interesting and fun experience just to like get to know and see all these characters on the inside and outside. Nowadays, like they came up because now that it's not really an FNF mod, one of them's like a ninja now, the other one looks like they're from the Bronx and other things. It's just like, man, it's crazy how that works. Crazy how that works once you're not like limiting your mobility and creativity to FNF. I
kind of do. Number 1, I believe you're on.
No, you're not. No,
number 2.
Not. We covered number 2, didn't we?
I don't.
No, yeah, we did.
I don't know what fucking number we're at.
We did. I want to say number 1.
I want to say number 15, but chat won't let me. I'm kidding.
Number 15 got that. I want to say like number 15 is like
Burger King Footless. I had to.
Versus FNF Foot Lettuce. I'm gonna say versus Sonic EXE Redrawn, because like some of the other mods I mentioned, very interactive environment. Like it's a smaller group of like devs in terms of like most mods I've been in. Like there's 2 or 3 active musicians, there's 1 main artist, and just like another one who's just kind of there, but he brings comedy to the environment. Then there's like 2 animators, me and my good friend Bob. It's like, it's fun. It's another fun environment, because most of these mods that are like in top 5 are just like either mods I really wanted to get on after watching, and like other things like that. Hold on just a moment.
Sometimes I wish I had the cricket sound effect on my soundboard. Yeah. I said they'd be right back. Okay. Death once more. They're gone. Let's see here. I'm looking through the my notifications for any questions while we're waiting. All right, let's see here. I'll reshare this to the space at the front. So if you have any questions for the open Q&A section. What do you mean she died twice? She refreshed earlier.
I had to answer the door real quick. Anyway, it was like a fun and interactive environment. And like, it definitely made me shape up as an animator as well. Because my stuff was like subpar, but I think that mod had a play into how my stuff looks now. and I think that's probably why it's like my favorite to work on at the moment.
Mhm.
Because like it definitely strays from the usual EXE stuff, and the art style is unique to watch, in my opinion. Some honorable mentions I will get is like mods like Midnight Memorabilia, because despite that some people will call it a Gooner mod, I like hanging out with my friend Midnight.
Fair enough.
Some others are like, what is it? Versus Loading After Show, Rhythmic Revolution, the Huzzy mod, Bon X.
Yeah,
what is it?
I think it was.
Not really my favorite, but you know, it's cool. It's cool for what it is.
I heard about that one, but I wasn't gonna stream.
B3 reruns definitely another, and Parallax
the what
Redefined.
mod? Fanon. Parallax Redefined. I actually streamed that one. Yeah, and
It's
the
interesting how I
one
got
by
Redefined,
the other
'cause-
guy. I played both Parallax Redefines.
It's
In one
interesting
setting.
because
They're both good.
on Parallax Redefined,
That's
I
on
actually
Fanon.
didn't get on that mod. The owner or director of it actually approached me and said, "Can you help me?" And I thought, you know what, sure, let's do it. So I thought that'd be an interesting experience, and the team is very, very active.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it in terms of like favorite mods to work on. Overall, like
Fair
I
enough.
love the mods that I'm in and try to contribute in more way, shape, or form. And it'd be very hard for me to say which one is my favorite, because they all contributed different aspects to me now. But yeah.
I get you. Yeah, Fanon. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Monkey Boy. I heard about that one. Like, yeah, that's that. I'm probably not gonna stream that.
It's cool. The updates are
It's
definitely
fine.
interesting, but yeah.
Yeah, I've already seen the playthrough a long time ago. All right, onwards to number 9. Question number 9 is: if/when you leave the community,
What's
what will
number
you do?
9?
If/when you leave the community, what will you do? Like future plans outside this community.
Oh my god. Oh no. Don't tell me it broke.
wait,
Okay, all right. I got worried.
No, wait, you didn't hear me?
No, I didn't.
All right, so
What's
next question is: if/when you leave the community, what will you do? Like future plans outside this community.
This was something I came to the other day. So, for the people who like hang around me and stuff know this, I plan to like make my own show or like anime of my own that I've been wanting to do for like 2 years, and I'm just like starting to hook up on it more. It's called like 101 City Live and stuff. Like I'm in no rush to. I'm in no rush to really leave the community. I'm fairly happy like where I'm at. But
Same here.
I come to realize now that I can do more than what I'm doing right now, and just like I can do this one of these days. Like I absolutely know one of these days I'm gonna leave this community, whether it be for like toxic reasons or just me just wanting to do more than right now. But current moment, I'm just kind of doing both, kind of just managing FNF while writing my own stuff.
Yeah,
that's like my current position and things where I'm at.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Alrighty. All right, let's move on to the next one.
What we got?
So Shatterbone says, Flower, honestly, you just need a team for your anime.
It's true. Because initially, I didn't think about making an anime as much, but just from like watching my buddy Walk TS or Cedar just like do his stuff for like other projects and himself, it's just like, damn, he kind of built different. Maybe I can be built different too, but you know.
Yeah.
So it's just something I kind of kept in mind for a while, and now like, I kind of like where I'm at. Because I feel like it's just like different positions. Like one moment I'm like, you know, your average like animator for like mods, maybe musicians time to time to go and try to make big leads. Like I applied at a animation college the other day, and I'm probably gonna get a response sometime during the week. And just like, yeah,
nice.
that's where I'm feeling. Thank you to Walk TS though, because the guy got me through a lot of hard times, whether it be like regular issues or just like motivation downs and stuff. And this just applies to like other people that helped me there. Just like yeah, like they kept me up for a while. But that's about it in terms of like what I want to do after FNF.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Okay, onwards to question number 10. Have you made any good friends in the community that you want to shout out?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Feel free to shout them out.
There's a lot of people I met in this community that I very much enjoy now. Like there's my friends like Effie Nuffy, Better Mankey, Flamin' Vex, Shinidami, Island, King Umbra, Mr. Deadman. Like they're all like very cool people with their own sets of personalities. Some other people I met like Loki, Platonic, Walktia, as I mentioned him a good few times. My Chad's crew homies like Fish, Blaster, and other people, like they're goated. Like I can just hang around them and I can just forget about how bad life can be. And I can't really say I met somebody that I despise. Well, no, let me not say that. Because there is somebody I do, but I'm not going to say who they are.
It can't
I'm not going to do that for my own sake. For my own sake.
Hey, Nikki.
But yeah, there's a lot of people that I met that I call good friends, and people I still continue to meet that has a good connection or like chemistry with me. Like, like whether if it's like aggressive jokes or just like soft banter, just like yeah,
just have fun, casual stuff.
It's like staying after school with your friends just to like be at a club or like you both got detention. That's what it feels like when I'm talking to somebody.
Chat saying, Akaya was saying, is this some type of Chad's crew?
Shut up. Shut up, Akaya. Oh my god. I will absolutely say, like, I will absolutely say, like, I did get asked this question from other time ago. Like, am I friends with any of like the bigger people? Because I don't know, I'm decently known from what some people tell me, and I have met some bigger people, like I mentioned earlier, like Goddess On and all that. I met Safter at one point, Rick's FX. I've spoken with Greg once or twice. Like, it's interesting what kind of people.
It's really cool to talk to these people that are so skilled in the community that you're participating in.
Like, it's interesting to hear like their experience or like their perspective on some stuff, and even like some advice that even helped elevate my music.
Yeah, was that Saster? Imagine Rick's.
That's why I'm happy to be in this community and stuff, because the things I can see and learn from these people, and how like it can make me reflect upon myself to like be better in a sense. Like a friend I know, like I think what was her name? I'm bad with names because I know so many people. My friend Blanks, he didn't directly tell me, but like just his nature alone just told me each once in a while, like I don't have to stress about everything, or I don't need to make everything perfect. But like my friend Walk, I mentioned yet again, he just teach me like fuck it out time to time, as like I can't find natural resolve with everything. And just like some of my friends in Chads, I have to remember I don't have to burden myself by trying to handle everything on my own. I can go to people because I have good friends. I can be open and be vulnerable instead of trying to have a pride about it.
Yeah. Hey, Zoro.
Hello, Zoro.
Yeah. Speaking about big names in the community, well, I'll mention this in other podcasts before, because we actually had Saryuki jump in one of these at one point.
Oh, that's
and on one of my normal streams, they asked if I played Hotline. Like, yeah, I played like a few times on stream.
Obviously.
Honestly, cool to talk to them, but you know.
How nice of them.
That's pretty cool. I like talking to them.
What is it, question 11?
But yeah, that's good for question number 10.
Oh, 10, all right.
Yeah, all right, onwards to number 11. Hotline mentioned. Dude, I can't wait for that to come out, more of it, if it ever does.
I can't wait. Saruki, please answer my calls.
I'm a huge fan of them.
I'm foaming out the mouth.
All right, let's go on to number 11. How's Allegro, by the way? I had some fun with it. Honestly, we had a few glitches and bugs, and the dev team didn't know about it. That was like the stream before this. Yeah, but it was pretty fun. Pretty fun. We had a hard crash. We had a near hard crash, by the way. I swear, I don't mean to crash mods. It just happens. I blame the RTX 4070. Dude, I playtest for certain mods because my PC is so weird with mods.
It's living off life support.
Yeah, no, it's not living off life support. I have a high-end PC is the thing.
Mine is.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, where was I?
Question 11.
All right, question 11. Do you have any inspirations for your work?
A ton. Like, it depends on which area you ask me.
Fair enough. And the questions.
So many of my friends, like, I swear, so many that I know are so skilled in music. It's actually like insane how I can pick up a good thing. Like, some of my friends, like Better Mankey, Mr. Cherry, my friend Quasar time to time. What is it? Rick's FX I learned from you, like my friend Jube. He even started at one point. That was nice. That was good to us. It's just like, man, there's like a lot of things I can pick up and learn. Like with animation, my friend Walk TS yet again. I'm not glazing him, I swear.
It sounds like you're awfully glazing him.
Well, because I love the guy.
I get it. It's fine. I am not. Boogie's just saying I am not good at music. Boogie's just saying.
Like my artist friends, like my friend No Blanks, Stars, Pixelated Succubus was her name, I believe. My friend Aaron, Anon, other things. Like, yeah, they gave me like so much more interesting perspectives to how art is. And even then, just like, why you could draw like a small singular circle and just like, I'm gonna be amused by it because it's so interesting to see like other people's styles. Like, it's not anything I normally see.
I can barely even draw a perfect circle. Then again, I've been off the drawing tab for like a week and a half now.
My hand shakes.
Yeah. Dude, my wrist, I can't keep my wrist steady long enough half the time. I just get frustrated.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Then again, I have like maybe like a week or two of experience at this point. But yeah, taking a week and a half off though. I'm off.
The inspiration for like art or music definitely comes from just watching my overall friend just do their regular stuff in time. Yeah. Just like, because if you would have met me like a few years ago, I would not take criticism to save my life at all. Like, I completely thought I could just do it on my own, but regardless of somebody's like better than me or not, I still have something to learn from somebody. Yeah,
there's always something you can learn. In terms of like criticism, I don't think I've actually ever gotten any criticism in the years I've been streaming, actually, which is weird. It's weird to me.
It could be subtle or not subtle.
I mean, like, I don't really get that much at all. Like, I wonder if I'm doing things right if I don't get criticism. It gets to that point, basically.
Yeah.
That's just a personal thing, not even related to FNF.
I get you.
Like, dude, am I doing things right? I don't freaking know, man.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I get like nothing actually.
Wait. Legitimately. I see you, mystery.
Mystery?
I see you.
What's going
on? I see you. Nothing, just a friend I know who's watching.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, where were we?
Question 12.
Yeah, move on to question 12. All right, so this one might take a minute. How has your outlook on the modding community changed over the years?
Like overall or just FNF?
Overall, yeah. Your opinions of the community itself.
Because it's always like very fun to see how like the modding community definitely shows like more roots and paths to like the regular games and stuff. Yeah. Because, you know, everybody loves like the original game sometimes, you know, maybe it has some like faults, but like, hey, what game doesn't have that? Yeah. But when I just see a mod that like really sticks out or clicks to me in a way, it's just like, wow, I can really elevate, like, it can really like elevate like your love for like a game or just like come to respect it more. Like
that was me in Flower.avi, honestly, for example.
Flower.avi, yeah, that mod
I feel like it didn't feel like FNF. It felt like its own thing at that point.
That's what I like about some mods. Like,
yes.
It doesn't feel like the regular thing.
Those kinds of mods stick out. Those ones stick out easily.
Stick out. They stick out. Yeah, I agree. Some mods even Mythful Crimson Morning. Now I wasn't that big on the mod, but for like the reboot and rehash they completely did with it, it's just like, wow, I'm impressed.
I've been following MCM for years at this point.
There's a lot of
I think I know a few people on the dev team now. Actually, now I think about it,
I met a few of them. Yeah, they're pretty chill.
Well, the new team anyway. I think.
Trying to like my overall like look on the modding community.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of mods. Some mods have like really inspired me, and like some mods that I definitely saw and went and thought a couple questionable things. And
you'll find those anywhere, man.
Well, yeah, that's true. But just like overall, like, it's really amazing how as a community or a modding community, we just come together and make stuff like this for fun most of the time. Yeah,
and then there's the negative side of the community that abolishes you for having fun.
Ooh, that's always fun, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it? I literally know like 50 freaking stories about that at this point from people I know in the community. I've seen too much shit, man. It's not even that deep either. It's not even that deep.
It's just a game. It's just a game. Like,
it's just a beep boop game, guys. Come on, it's not that deep.
Serious. It's not that serious.
It ain't that serious. Cassandra's design. I'm irked. It's literally still free to play. Shut the fuck. Shut the fuck up. Like Jesus. Save your opinions for it. Save your opinions for when it's actually pay to play at that point.
I definitely will say like
it's still free.
The modding community definitely the modding community. Oh my god, the modding community definitely challenged my view in terms of like what I normally do, because like I didn't think I could do music at all when I like back in like the earlier years of being an FNF, but then just like I started doing it a little more. Like it all really started when I made a Boiling Point remix for a mod. Then just like from there, I kind of just kept doing my own thing. Like it's on my channel called like Boiling Point Pedal Mix, I think. And from there, I just kind of kept going and going and going. And it really helped a lot more once I started getting feedback from more musicians I think are a lot higher in ranks.
Yeah.
Even some people who don't think that good taught me a good couple of things. Like it's very interesting. And even I went out as far to study other music, not by tutorial, but just by like listening to other songs and just getting a feel of what I'm trying to do when I'm making like song remixes, other things like, you know.
Yeah. I get you. Hi, how's it going, the Holy Hat?
Hello, Holy Hat. Vanover! Vanover! He's awesome, by the way.
Welcome. Super right of the show. I'm just reading YouTube chat. Vanover mentioned.
Yeah, I'm reading the YouTube chat too.
Fair enough. But yeah, Zoro brings up a good point. I think all responses to hate should be having fun plus playing plus frolicking plus don't care. We need to make counter memes to negativity in the community, I feel.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll admit some negativity comes from.
If it's valid criticism, I'd say take it. Yeah, but if it's like non-valid, that's the biggest distinction. Like if it's not valid, just use that.
Unprompted strays.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, goodbye.
Like unprompted strays for no reason.
Yeah.
Next question is.
Oh yeah, my bad. All right, you good on this? You good on number 12?
Yup.
Alrighty, so this one's more of a personal one. Question 13, do you have any thoughts on the community's reaction to your work?
My thoughts on the community? Well, it's interesting because I haven't really received any forms of bad thoughts or criticisms. It's quite the opposite, because I don't expect people to call my stuff like good, but I don't expect people to call my stuff bad either. It's just like I just think I'm like average,
Yeah.
So I hear people make comments like, "This is way better than the original thing," or "This is underrated." It like sticks with me in a sense because
I get that feeling all the time.
I get that. It's like, is my stuff actually better than I give myself credit for, or am I just placing the bar too high for something I can't really reach at the moment?
You are literally speaking. You sound like you're in my fucking head right now. That is literally me the past week. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, it's just like, no, like people have their own thoughts and opinions on stuff.
Yeah,
just like,
they're welcome to have their own opinions. You know.
Once I
How's
stopped
it going,
primarily caring about that, it just like, and started like complimenting myself, like, you did good, you're doing good here. Just like, like I come to appreciate my stuff a lot more, and I feel a lot more motivated in a sense to keep doing better from like the positive feedback. Now those rare moments when somebody actually does say my stuff is bad, it's just like, okay, how can I elevate it? And sometimes they'll provide feedback on that.
Just look on your shoulder, brush it off.
Yep. Brush it off.
Then again, I haven't had that situation myself, but I already know what to do when it happens.
I will tell you.
Yeah. My stuff hasn't really popped off in a few years.
You got it.
The only thing that kind of has is like this interview account. Like I was not expecting it to pop off like within a few days.
Hey, you'd be surprised what can pop off if people know what I'm thinking about. If that damn remix I made on Subterfuge one day.
How's it going, Daisho?
What's good?
Alright. Can never expect people to think your work is good, but can never expect people to think your work is bad too. Yeah, pretty much.
That's my thought. Just like, you know,
much. Have fun with it. That's
how I perform is how I perform.
Yep, pretty much. I do kind of worry. I do think like, hey, is this actually worth it at the end of the day? That's one thing that does.
That's a feeling you're kind of gonna get time to time when you're working on something, but like,
because you know,
you
instead
get like
of streaming,
that sense of.
Like, for example, instead of streaming, I could be hanging out with family, that sort of thing. That sort of thing. Like, what am I missing out on?
Yeah, that's a valid thing to think about.
Yeah.
But instead of asking yourself the question, like, is this worth it? You can always ask yourself the question, can I still do it now?
Yeah. I mean, I only started doing this sort of stuff just to have fun and pass some time, but eventually just went into what we're doing now.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm still fine with it.
That very much is an awesome point.
As long as I'm having fun with it. Yeah.
Then that's all that matters. And, you know, I'm having a good time at the end of the day. Like, I'm having a good time right now, even if I'm just talking about myself for most of the stream.
Very good. How about you guys? Honestly, pretty chill. Having a good time.
Doing awesome.
Alrighty. We good on this question?
We're good on this question.
Alrighty. Here's a thought. Here's number 14. What are your thoughts on the EXE trend in the community?
Now, the EXE trend is interesting. Okay, because initially it was like really interesting and nostalgic even to see that EXE Mind come out. And what was it? Just like seeing like all these new characters and all these older characters. I remember watching like just seeing Cold Steel just come up on my screen one day saying, "Do not feel." It's just like, I remember you. And like seeing Tails though, like 3D, just like took me back to my Sonic artists. Yeah.
And they actually got brought into Sonic All Stars, by the way, as an Easter egg.
Did he?
Yeah, and one of the carnival. If you go to the highest route, you can see them flying and actually KO them.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's actually really cool.
Yeah,
and just like
that's actually really cool. I first saw that, and then like, what the hell is he doing in All Stars? Or Superstars? My bad. Superstars. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. Just like overall with like the EXE trend and stuff, like albeit like after the mod was like canceled because you know, it was definitely like an overrated thing for a while. Like everyone and their mama was making EXE mods, specifically like revivals and like restores and all that. But like now over time, like it died down a lot more. But the time when you do see it, usually people are getting a lot more creative with what they're working with. Like I saw this Michael Jackson sign.
Yes, I was literally just about to bring up
MCX.
I was literally just about to bring up MCX. Like literally, that's my go-to. Like, hey, have you heard about the MCX mod? I actually interviewed the team behind that as well.
Even Red Sea Anthemverse, like, yeah, you see people like still like hop on this trend, But
Yeah.
you see people get like a lot more creative with like the source instead of just like sticking with the narratives and the basics.
Have your own spin on things. Have fun with it. Don't take it too freaking
Yeah, that's what-
seriously with
that's what the fun
hyper-realistic
thing about,
eyes.
like-
You know. Yeah, have fun.
Like people can like diss and say like, oh, EXE is overrated, like uncreative.
Like,
That's fair. You
I
can think
sleep.
that.
Yeah,
It
no, that's
definitely,
your
like,
opinion.
It definitely was like an overrated period during
Yeah.
like 2022 and like 2023.
Yeah, it
But,
was
like, nowadays-
oversaturated.
Yep, but like nowadays, like you see people get like a lot more like creative and
Yeah.
a lot more interesting with what they're doing. Shout out to
More of a
Red Sea Anti-Verse
genre
real
than it
fast.
is a trend. Yeah, what I mean by trend is like the trend where it was like non-stop coming out EXE, EXE, EXE. Is it kind? Who knows? We might have another explosion in EXE at some point. Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe when
but,
Funkin Zone V2 drops, but you know.
Yeah, I've had this question in for like the past 5 or 6, possibly 10 interviews. I don't recall, but the answer is usually like it's really repetitive over time, and there are a few exceptions to that rule.
I used to think that.
Yeah. There are. I definitely feel like that is
like a lot
kind
more
of true.
open.
And then they
That
got
is
other
true.
creepypasta, and then they got creepypasta mods that are
But
kind
then,
of similar. But then there was like one that I played recently, like the Japanese creepypasta one.
Oh no, yeah, I saw that mod. It was really good.
That one's really good. That one was really damn
I
good.
really enjoyed that mod.
That was really good.
Thankfully, like again, like it's not completely like oversaturated as much as it used to, but again, when you see it, it's usually interesting. It's usually
Yeah.
fun to watch.
Yeah, Ed Boogie's brings up a good point. I think a lot of the genres we have now are just started as trends. Basically, I just say trend as in like referencing like EXE and then the explosion of mods after that. So that's what I mean by this question. I need to make that, a bit more clear. And then technically, you can still give your thoughts on the EXE genre as well. Which personally, I've said this multiple times. I've been a fan of EXE stuff, but even before FNF, so I kind of get it.
EXE stuff was like kind of something that sat in the back of my mind for a while.
Yeah.
And I didn't really like pay that because the most I would see them in, it's like spray animations and all that. But once I like,
type sections.
saw them in FNF, it was like, wow, what a fun experience.
Yeah. Yeah, people. I've heard the whole Jersey Club argument with Finlay, I believe.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Let him do what he wants to make.
Stranger Danger.
Jesus Christ, dude. Let him do what he wants to do.
All that happened over a Spooky Monk song, by the way.
Exactly. But I don't even know how. I didn't even know what that meant until that argument got brought up. Like, like seriously, well, it's not that fucking deep, guys. Let him do what he wants. It's a free mod stuff. Jesus, like, I just get pissed off seeing that shit.
It's crazy. It's crazy how that works.
I get infuriated by that, dude. Like, why are you putting people down for doing what they love to do? Like, it's free shit.
PMO.
I get freaking mental about that stuff. Like, dude, people do this stuff for fun and as a passion project.
Like, you have your thoughts, but like, it does not warrant this.
Sorry for going off the deep end there, but anytime it gets brought up, I have to make my opinion known on that. Like that's just bullshit. I hate about that's the one thing I do hate about the community sometimes. Like people are doing this stuff for free and they still get shit on for doing something that they love. Yeah, it's free, dude. I wasted my time doing in this thing I might not like. Shame on you. You should have looked into it. Simple as that. Motherfuckers hating having fun. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, let them hate at this point. I don't care, but I mean, I kind of do. It's just infuriating to see that shit, man. Especially now knowing a number of people that I talked with recently. You know, in the
Kirby,
community.
I know you ain't talking.
Just let people enjoy what they're making, guys. Like, it's not that deep. If you're paying for it, then I'd see your point, but you're really not. It's not AAA. It's not AAA fucking quality, guys. Jesus.
Exactly. Stella Vendetta.
Exactly. Yeah.
Stella
What
Vendetta.
is this random stray? Yeah, sorry about that. I got a little derailed. All right.
Hey, it's all right.
I just had to, in my opinion, no, man. I get pissed off when people say like, yeah. All right. Okay. Here's the thing. All right. Question 15. Do you have any upcoming projects you'd like to share?
Stella Vendetta. Oh, sorry. What?
Do you have any upcoming projects you'd like to share?
My bad. Yes, actually.
All right.
For this, I will show about 3, primarily from about 3 separate mods only. For the most, we'll start off. We'll start off with this one. So again, some people might know this, some people might not. But the project or mod that I am working on, it's a OC mod by the name of City Melodies. And with this project in mind, pretty self-explanatory. It's just like an OC mod and all that. So I will make a teaser for one of the sprites that will be in the demo of the mod. I'm not too worried about it because this sprite is getting remade. So you do as you will with the sprite that is being shown right here.
As the internet does.
It's so cute. I love this guy. Big thanks to Ivan NRG for making this sprite.
That looks actually very nice.
Good. It's very good.
That is clean as fuck, by the way. Jesus.
Yes, it is.
That is some clean shit right there. That is nice.
It is amazing. He did very good. I don't know if the sprite will get remade or not, but either way, it's good.
I shared it to space.
Awesome. Another mod or another thing I plan to show for this, it's actually a one-shot based off of a mashup that I saw on YouTube. It was like a song of No More Innocence and Left Unchecked. So,
yes.
Me and a few friends decided, all right, we'll make a quick one-shot of this. Could be fun. And so my friend Blue ended up making this.
Hey.
Can it upload? Yeah, there we go. And
can it upload?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, I know that
and
feeling.
He ended up making this sprite.
Looks nice.
He did very good. I love it. It's very awesome.
Clean. I still remember hearing about the freaking quote unquote drama about the lullaby update.
Hey, I don't care what anyone says.
It's very fucking stupid. It's their mod. Let them have fun with their mod. Jesus.
They got it. Yep. Now,
I never had a problem with it.
For the last one, this one is, I guess you can say, anticipated. It's probably the most anticipated, behind a Brazilian Miku song. But let me see. Let me find it in the Google server real quick. That you might be able to tell who the character is based on the design, the very big design, might I say.
All right.
But hold on, just a moment.
I hope at one point I do get to interview the devs of Lullaby. That'd be pretty sick.
I'm absolutely positive that will happen.
I know that one of the directors does follow this account, so maybe one day.
Okay.
They haven't submitted a form though. That's the thing.
Hold on, sorry, I'm taking a little bit to find it.
It's all good.
Well, actually, yeah. I was gonna hold off on teasing this, but the moment is called. So, yeah, all right. We'll tease about this here. For the last one in Funkin Mega Mix, there is a very interesting version of Miku that some might know from the original game and you might not. But based on the images, you might be able to tell what it is. And then this is a song that Boogie's one, or Better Mankey is actually making himself along with Miss Cherry. So shout out to both of them for helping on the mod itself.
Nice.
This is featuring Sakura Miku.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. And the art was drawn by Shinigami. Pretty much most of the art in that mod is made by Shinigami. And actually, you know what? I'll give a quick bonus teaser real fast.
Let's see if you have work to do.
A quick bonus one, because I think I'll be doing this.
Alrighty.
Hold on just a moment.
This is something I want to get done real quick. I'll be right back. Okay.
Got it. For hold on. I'm sorry I take a little bit. I don't really prep. One for that. Now keep in mind that this isn't the final thing out there.
Yeah.
But this isn't the final thing. It very much might change over time. But take a look at a possible teaser of what's to come with this mod.
Oh. That looks sick, actually.
Very awesome, so to say.
You got the lamb from Cult of the Lamb as well.
Yeah. My good friend Seb, or like the co-director, thought that would be a good thing to touch that. I was like, yeah.
I actually got to talk to the Cult of the Funk devs in the past, actually.
Really? How did that go?
Pretty chill. I actually was DM'd by one of them to hey, the mod's updated.
Okay.
So I got to play that night. Like, okay, thank you for the heads up.
All in all, that's like all the teasers and stuff I'll show from these 4 projects. They are something that.
Are you sure?
2 of them are. On
Chat saying, "Are you sure?"
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Very sure.
Yes, he finally got his powers. Are you sure? Dude, I love Invincible. If he's invincible, how come I can see him?
I was about to make that same joke, I promise.
I had to. The opportunity arises. I can't help the ADHD.
That's it. You get it. That's
dude, when that's why I see soul. I need you to see soul. No. The thing is, I was streaming Smash Bros. Like a week ago, and everyone was saying sea salt. I need you, sea salt.
Sea salt.
I'm so lonely.
Sea salt.
Man, Flower, what are these teasers? Whoa.
Hey, well, between the 2 of us, I didn't have to. Between the 2 of us walk, I didn't have to be a one-man show on mine.
I mean, you could have just invited them to speak, by the way.
Actually, no, yeah. Come on the stage.
You can accept requests.
Oh, he left the space. Never mind.
It didn't. You were allowed to bring up anyone you want. I thought,
come on the space and say my name.
Do I leak cherry blossoms? Is what Boogie's is slang. Thing is, though, is it technically a leak if you talk about one? It's more of a teaser at that point. If a leak is unknowing,
being very generous with teasing. If I'm being real.
Where's Omni Man? That's a good question. Why are they in the background of this image?
Omni Man, come home. You want to speak walk?
Yeah, that's a request.
Okay.
Are you sure?
All right. You know what? Sure. I'll have this conversation.
Are you sure?
Come on up.
All right. I'd like to say, humbly, this is slander on my name, publicly live.
It's not slander, by the way.
Very disrespectful,
yeah,
Flower.
We are live.
I feel hurt.
We are live.
Hey, no, you come in trying to embarrass me on my interview.
Flower bullies me all the time in DMs and tells me
this is lying. You are actually lying.
You're so mean to me.
No, bro.
I'll be right back. I have to turn dry on real quick.
This is slander. This is slander.
This is not slander.
This is slander. I promise.
You bully me. You bully me.
No,
that's all you do.
No.
You're abusive.
Nope.
You're abusive.
Nope. No, I ain't.
You're abusive. This is the person you got support. This is the person.
No, it's not. What?
They're also mean to me. I don't ever get any respect.
So if I call Wonder onto the space
what
right
happens?
now, she gonna vouch for you?
Okay, maybe let's not do that.
I was gone for 15 seconds. What happened?
Let's just say they said they would get someone who would say some very not nice things onto the ball. Let's just not do that.
Oh no!
Yeah, you're on my interview right now. You won't
look. I'd like to say Flower's got to. I would like to not have that happen because that's not very good things to say publicly. Oh god.
There's a lot of things this guy could say. But
no.
Hey, don't
I'm a
lie.
respectful person. I'm a nice guy. I love this place.
When he chooses to be.
I'm a nice, humble person.
He is a good guy. He's actually like a sweetheart.
Anyways, I
Oh,
don't.
you ain't got nothing to say now?
Wait, jeez, man, I'm kind of cleaning right now. Like, I'm clean. You caught me at a bad time. I'm in the middle of cleaning. I'm like,
My bad, bro. My bad. I didn't think you were gonna
spring
come
cleaning.
on.
Someone doesn't like living
bro.
in a dirty house.
My fault, bro. My fault. I didn't think you were gonna just come on after I said that.
Jeez, can a lady not clean? God forbid.
God forbid. Oh, Walk. Actually, real quick. I mentioned DX playlist earlier. Would you tell the very few fans in the audience about what you're doing with DX nowadays?
Dog, it's canceled. It's canceled. What do you mean? What am I doing with
No,
it
like you
nowadays?
made it an OST project. And stuff.
Oh, okay, that OST project thing. It's been put on hold a little bit. It's been put on hold because apparently DJ Awesome thinks I'm copying him. Apparently, when you decide to do Lone Business as a project, you're copying. Mr. Awesome is not very nice.
So, like, executable mania in question?
Yeah. I like how I haven't said any words in like the past 2 minutes. Just let you guys do your thing.
This is usually how it goes.
This is what I was talking about earlier. Like, this is how it feels to just conversate with somebody I fought with.
But yes, this is not about me, so let's not bring up DX into this one because it's kind of dead.
Embarrassing.
So let's not talk about that.
I'm gonna bring it up again sometime.
Let's not talk about that right now. This isn't really a good time to talk about it.
Okay,
why don't we redirect to the person this interview is about? Flower. What
Flower, do we need to snap his neck?
All right, thank you, CJ.
You're welcome.
Do we need to snap his neck?
All right, you
Whoa,
got any final,
let's not go that far, dude. Whoa, I was gonna say follow the host.
I was like,
I forgot. You guys should follow this guy.
What I mean by that is like a running gag. Like, hey, we need to silence them.
I don't think we need to do all that, guys. Let's be nice here. We're all friends.
I'm saying do we need to kick him out of the way.
Do you want to say anything real quick before you go back to cleaning stuff?
I was gonna say follow you guys, but follow me. I make great stuff. Please follow me.
He does make cool stuff. Okay, all right, then. Yeah, I'll let you go back to cleaning and stuff. Thank you, CJ.
Don't kill me. No, I can't go. Don't get rid of me. No.
Okay.
As you then
okay. We got very derailed.
Yeah, no kidding. That's fine. We're just here to have a fun time. Alrighty, are we good for that question?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, we're on to the last one, and it's open Q&A time. All right, so outside of the FNF community, do you have any hobbies?
I work out. People know this. I'm fucking built.
I need to get back to it, honestly.
Going to the gym does help. I
used to actually before.
Then what happened?
You know, this.
I go.
It's a full-time work.
Pretty much with like hobbies. I do music, I guess if you count that. I work out. I practice martial arts time to time and stuff. Nothing too crazy. My main hobbies are just like animation and music. So like other things and stuff. No.
Hold on 1 second.
You know.
Hold on. Damn telemarketers. Freaking phone going off for a number I don't fucking know. Stop calling! I need to have a silence. Anyway. All right. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to share before we open up to Q&A?
That's pretty much about everything. I can't really think of anything.
All right. That was an hour and a half of the main questions.
Except for Forbidden Spray animations. God, that channel is so ancient. Anyway, yeah. Open Q&A.
All righty, chat. So we're going to be going to the main post I made earlier for your questions.
Yes, indeed.
So let's see here. It would be the one I made 3 hours ago. I actually posted it early this time because I just now fucking realized I should have been doing that the whole freaking time. My bad. Freaking still getting the hang of this thing.
Whoops.
Oops. I made oops. Oh well. But yeah, anyway, guys, new 2017 X content media not displayed. Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you, Nikki.
All right,
This
let's
is
go
very
down the
awesome.
list, and we're gonna start from the
All
bottom.
right.
All right, so
Where do we go?
let's see here. We'll do the text ones we did. We're gonna do the text ones first, and then we'll accept people into the VC because that usually takes priority most of the time by accident. All right, Pixelated Succubus says, "What's your most favorite song you worked on?"
My most favorite song I worked on. Because there's a good few that I work on. At least like in terms of like for myself and mods, but like at the moment, Black Sun 2025 is like definitely what I'm fixed on doing and finishing the most, just because like it's really the first song that's making me try out something a little different than the usual narratives. And it was just kind of just something I was just gonna do, just like your average generic remix. But I was like, okay, I can do better. I can do better. But there's also like this other song. I'm not gonna tease it yet because there's nothing really on it so far.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be an official music video or like animated music video. Actually, 3 songs in that regard because it's supposed to be an album called City 101. But I will say the names of the songs. The first one is called Caught in Your Eyes. The second one is called Stars of the City. And the third one is Finding My Tune. Those are like songs that are going to be a part of an album that I do intend to work on when I finish some of this other stuff I'm thinking about at the moment. And but yeah, for the most part, Black Sun 2025 is like my favorite song making at the moment.
All right, cool beans, cool beans. Sorry, the interview Discord server had somebody accidentally create. I don't know how you accidentally create a Discord account trying to join a server. ADA funny did that by accident. All good.
Just like raindrops wearing down a rock, weirder things have happened, I guess.
That's not the weirdest thing, honestly. All right, so Betelgeuse, a good friend of mine, asks, "What is your favorite mod that you worked on so far?" Which kind of got answered earlier.
It did get answered, but you know,
yeah.
I'll say some others that I did like working on. D-Side's Hypno Lullaby, or I think it's called Soloquino Mushai, something like that. It's D-Side Hypno Lullaby, that's what I'll say.
Gotcha.
DX playlist, Be Free rerun, you know, that good stuff.
Yeah.
Also cross fun, that's also fun. But you know, yeah, you know.
Yeah. All right. That one's answered. Okay, Null Type asks from like an hour ago. I need to preface you know, these are after the actual, you know, main questions half the time.
A lot of them would spend with us just rambling.
And if they ever hear the answer, at least hopefully they do. If you do, Null Type, let me know. But Null Type asks, what were your early experiences with animation?
Because all right, it's funny how like I've gotten into animation. So initially, I started doing it when I was like 10 or 11. Because at the time, I was the innocent summer child I was. I was a YouTuber that did stop motion animation for the most part, and then like my mom got me a computer so I could start like editing and stuff for my because she was very supportive of what I was doing at the time. Then one day I watched this one animation in particular. It was Mario versus Sonic, and it was like very cool to see like these pixels actually just go for like bar for bar, band for band, and everything. So like,
yeah, those animations are sick.
I wondered what those kinds of animations were. And I found out they were called like try animations.
Yeah.
So I looked into more tutorials and stuff, and it was like really fun and interesting to watch.
It really is.
I fell out of the stop motion stuff after a while just to pursue that for a good few years, which I still do time to time, but not as often since I got into FNF. But it definitely like, because I told myself when I was younger, I'm going to be a professional animator or something like that. And that's something I stuck with ever since then. Like this a whole 8 years that almost went by just telling me that same thing. God, I gotta make a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. Boogie says, by the way, is the interview Discord dead, lol? Kinda. The past week I've been disconnected from everything, just trying to deal with massive burnout. That's about it. Invite link doesn't work. What do you mean?
I get you. I think you're doing better.
Is it? Oh, hold on. I think I actually put a timer on the freaking Discord link in the description of YouTube.
Did you?
I probably did by accident. Hold on. Let me fix that real quick.
It happens. It happens.
That plus I'm always nervous about freaking raids most of the time. Yeah, let me fix those.
You got it.
All right, so never generate new link. Oh, freaking. It says hidden, use copy button, but it just literally copies the thing that says hidden, use copy button. Freaking.
I'm madly in love with you too, a little bit. Hold my hand.
The edit invite, there you go. All right, the description on YouTube should update in a second.
All right,
boom, there you go. All right, it should be updated now from a link that doesn't die. There's also a version on the there's actually a version on the interview account as well in the extended bio.
Love wins.
There we go. All right, so I have a question since you talked briefly about Rerun Flower. What's your favorite rerun song currently released that's actually going to be in the mod?
Currently released? Smoke and Mirrors. Because if you would have asked me like songs overall, I would have said Twisted, but that's a leak. But I do love Smoke and Mirrors a lot because I love Scrimbo for one, and I think Smoke and Mirrors has a interesting composition and pretty fun to listen to. I really like Scrimbo's Atonals also.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
alrighty. All right, so here's one by Ragamuffin. Here's one by Ragamuffin from hours ago. What was your first song and what was it like?
God, I very much remember my first song. I know it's in like
you always do.
a server I'm still a part of. It's like dead and stuff, but I know where it is. And like, what is it? I know exactly how it went. It had this off-key ass instrumental with Lullaby Girlfriend Chromatic in it. I might have the file somewhere, I might not, but it's like bad. It's really bad. But like, kind of shocked that I kind of just stayed on it, because if I definitely would have made that in today's standard, I'm definitely not continuing music after that.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
it's like, but I think like my first song that I actually finished, it was like this one song that I made for, it wasn't really for a mod, but just something I kind of made because of a mod I was in. It was like No More Innocence, I think, and another character I can't remember, but I know I sent that to a friend somewhere. And that song kind of bad too, because empty instrumental and majority of it is like references to like Ballistic and Triple Trouble. Like,
dude, I love Triple Trouble.
Good song.
I've always loved it. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
You can ask anyone. If there's a mod that has Triple Trouble in it, I am on that shit like a moth to a flame.
Versus Imposter. Flower winner next collab. I'm open. Sure. Someone's trying to speak.
All right.
Okay. I'll let him on.
All right, go for it.
All right.
Hello, what's up?
How's it going,
What's
C2 and R?
What's good?
What's good?
What's good, Nagel?
What's good, Flower? I have a question about the Funkin mod.
Yes.
Are you still that, by the way?
The mod itself, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a lot of things are getting rehashed and polished properly.
I was gonna shoot a shot, but like,
What's
I
good?
don't want to.
Okay.
I was like, she let me hop on, but like after what I said last time,
I didn't forget.
It's like
I actually did. But you know.
It's a hard. Like a
Corey Fracture, you got good taste, I show.
Go right crack to that throwback.
That's a good one.
If there's a situation where we need more devs or something, then maybe I'll consider hitting you up. All right. just cause, dude, you chill. Zombie. Oh, I know this guy.
Zombie.
Oh, gonna splash.
You got anything you want to add real quick?
Anything else you want to ask real quick?
Do you plan on making any mods?
Like outside of what I'm doing right now? there's a couple ideas I have sitting in the box somewhere that maybe I'll probably go and do if I so choose. Like for fun, I just want to make a mod about Darnell and Nene doing shit, or like just like there's some ideas just definitely just sitting in the back of my head that maybe I'll do one day if I really want to. But for the most part, just like Funkin' Mega Mix, Cross Funk, and all that are just like what I mainly want to focus on getting out.
Fair enough.
Other than that, yeah, I do got some.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks for the questions.
All right.
All right. So I got
now zombie. Now zombie.
All right.
Oh,
What's good? What's good, zombie?
What's good, zombie?
Yeah.
Good, Jack.
Okay, never mind. Actually.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's go back to the text chat from the main post from earlier. Here's one by Mr. Deadman. Ask them if they like strawberries.
I do like strawberries. Oh, bro, especially strawberry cheesecake. That wins me over.
Fair enough.
Strawberry
All
ice
right,
cream.
so let's see here. The speaker. All right. Here's one by Maying. I don't know how to pronounce their name. Honestly.
Oh, Mien. That's my
my bad.
Mien.
My bad. They ask, what are your top 5 favorite FNF base game tracks?
My top 5 favorite base game track. Actually, I can answer this question easily. If I'm going from like favorite to least favorite.
All right.
Hold on. I made like a little list of like my favorite somewhere. Hold up. Because you can ask any of my friends. So one of my favorite base game songs is definitely Darnell BF Mix. That's like my favorite in the entire thing. Such like a smooth and casual sounding instrumental, but like very uplifting. Like I can be in the lowest of my life, but enjoy and have a good time listening to that song. It's like, yeah. Oh, my friend. Oh, Cable. Yeah, I'll let you on. my buddy Cable.
All right. Is it working?
Come on up, Cable.
Cable. I don't know if it's easier because sometimes freaking Twitter bugs out and doesn't show anyone in the VC.
It says it like requested, so.
Yeah, I don't see requested anymore though.
Oh.
I think it bugged out.
No.
Damn it.
No.
Breathe. Alright, what's happening? Alright, here's one by Kaji, or I don't know, Weeb3.
Yeah, Kaji.
Okay. Kaji. Alright, what is Flower most recognized for in FNF?
Definitely either there's one remix that I didn't put that much effort to called like Subterfuge Sonic Miz, or the animations I do around in this community time to time. That's either one that most people might know or recognize me for. or even the rare instances when somebody notices like songs I make and stuff. That's what people will recognize for.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, Shadow Kirby says pinches nose in disgust.
All right, Brody.
All right, so here's one by Platozic. What do you feel a particular red echidna named Crumbo? I heard you VA that handsome fellow.
I think that guy makes me turn Russian every time I voice him. No. I think that guy makes me Russian every time.
That guy there.
He's a pretty fun character to voice. He's literally a character I can just go and be loud with.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, here's one by Better Mankey. Here's my question: what's your favorite? What's your favorite maid you've made / directed so far?
Oh,
favorite mod. Favorite mod you've directed so far. Minor spelling mistake.
So beforehand, and not a lot of people really know this, but I had an EXE mod of my own called Chaos Zone, but I ended up scrapping it because I know I can just like make different things rather than the usual. Mm-hmm. And at the time, that was my favorite to like direct because everyone that I was working with was fun to talk to and stuff. Even if like we didn't really get anything done, there was this one voice call we had in particular that lasted until like 3 a.m. where instead of getting work done, we were just purely just goofing off and just interacting with each other, just thinking about our opinions. And despite that we were just kind of trying to work, I wasn't really upset about it because we were just doing what we wanted to do and just have fun. Okay, we're trying to come back. Will it work this time?
Finish your thought before they request.
Oh, I'm hoping. I hope it didn't bug. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh, that got denied. What?
I didn't. My hands are not on the keyboard.
My hands wasn't on the keyboard either, man. I think Twitter just hates cable.
Twitter bugging. All right, there you can see the request. Hold on, let me try it. Oh, no. Frick's sake! Oh, there it goes.
Oh my god.
Twitter be bugging for real, man.
Honestly.
It really does. It really does do that.
I'm approving the request, but like,
I
don't want them up here.
Hold on. Let me try something. It won't end the space, but I'm gonna refresh my page.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
There
Come on up, Cable.
Am I?
There you go. Never mind.
Hello. Hi.
For a second, you sounded like phone guy.
Flower.
You thought he was a fanboy?
Excuse me.
Cable. How's it going?
Cable.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
How you doing, buddy?
Flower. So.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. So I know that throughout your interview thingy, you've like specifically got asked questions about like favorite like EXE songs and stuff like that, but we never got to heard like what are your favorite all-time like so top five like all-time favorite FNF songs with like no specific mod or anything like that.
Fair point.
That's a question I get asked sometimes, but
Triple trouble.
it's interesting because there's a lot of songs I listen to, and some that I would say I like, and some that might not like as much, but definitely, and people know me, for people who know me, they'll definitely know what song I'm about to say. If I had to pick top 5, Subterfuge is at least number 3. That's where we're gonna get that across.
Not gonna be happy about that.
Shout out Kirby said
Kirby's
no.
Well, fuck Kirby's opinion. That's definitely in the top 5. Now this one's interesting because another one.
I just imagine Kirby doing this. God dang you!
Now another one that I might not listen to as much anymore, but a song that I do definitely enjoy. "Burning in Hell" from Indie Cross.
Ooh, okay, fair enough. That's a good one.
It's made by a controversial person, but what song is it nowadays? I still enjoy the song a lot because. At the time, first listening to it, I was really into Indie Cross.
I actually forgot that was controversial at one point.
Well, yeah, it was, but they're probably can ignore it.
Yeah.
What is it?
Separate
Kirby,
art from
quiet
artists.
down.
Kirby, quiet it down. Separate art from artists, man.
Yeah.
Let me enjoy the song.
But "Burning in Hell" is like a song that really sticks with me. Like, it's a good motivator. Like that's a song I'd be playing in the gym.
I actually did kind of forget that happened.
It's like really good.
It's a good song.
I don't know if the song's like getting remade and stuff, and like V2 rolls around and stuff, but if it does, I'm really hoping it'll.
If I could interview that team, that'd be freaking nuts.
It will be crazy.
That'd be pretty peak.
It would be.
Thing is, though, I have talked to some people in the past that are on that team. So
some of the devs from that mod follow me, which is actually the crazy part about it.
Yeah. For the art, not the artist, when they bad, pretty much.
I will say definitely like there's this one. Another song that probably might be in my top 5 like favorites of all time is "Ignition" by Rick's FX.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, I forgot about that drama. Jesus, same.
Such a good song for what it is.
Yes.
The vocals like really stand out well, and it made me like really want to do more creative stuff with my songs for nowadays and whatnot. Just like the song
There
tough.
was drama, yeah.
I need to make a top a top 10 list one of these days, but those 3 songs most likely will be there. Another one.
We'll get. I think I
Trey.
talked to them during the Chibi interview. Actually.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a fun interview.
I'll get to you, Tree. I promise you. Anything else you want to add?
All
Or you
right.
want to ask?
I guess I can ask one more question. So, I was gonna put this into the text chat, but I might as well ask it here while I still can. So, Athos. We know that was like a big thing that happened last year. You know,
Yup.
Jeffy 8-Ball Coke thing. But
Yep.
now that it's like died down, lyrical songs came in there. What opinion on like Athos or lyrical song or lyrical songs
Hey,
as a
Jer.
whole?
In terms of like lyrical songs, like overall, it's interesting to see people like integrate lyrical stuff a lot more with songs and stuff. Do I think it's overrated? Not really, because I'm used to seeing people mix FNF with
Chibi
lyric
too,
songs.
yeah.
Anyway.
I've actually interviewed a lot of people.
It's nice to see like people actually like throw them in and make their own form of impacts. Like, I'll admit I'm not that big of a fan of like Twiddlefinger, but the lyrics
same here.
sit pretty decently with me.
Same here.
And
I think it's a decent song, but
some
it's
songs
alright.
like they really be hitting with the lyrics, and
They
I
really
applaud
do.
them for trying. And in terms of like Athos, I don't fuck with it. But I will give it to the Irida team for making Shucks sound good. I do like that. I will admit that.
Fun fact: I actually have interviewed Boing Bingus in the past.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, it was
Alright,
it was a
last
fun
question.
interview, but that's about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, last question.
before I
Last
go.
question.
Favorite
Alright.
favorite FNF weekly song? Go.
Favorite FNF Weekly?
Yeah, choose
Bro,
one out
very
of 80.
important.
You know.
If you can go, if you can do top 3, go ahead.
I know what I'm thinking about. You know I gotta hit up the Final Fantasy Sonic song.
Yes.
I gotta hit that. It's either the final. It's either the. I forgot the name of that song. I think we're called like Cross Knife or something. But it's either Cross Knife or Tenkaichi Battle World because I love Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yes. Cook.
I love Dragon Ball.
Yes.
All right. That's all I got. Thank you for letting me invade your little Q&A.
Thank you for swinging by, Cable. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
It's
All right,
good.
see you later.
All right, see you then, bro. See you then.
Let's do 2 more text-based ones and then do another VC one.
All right.
So Octo asks, "Do you like eating octopus?" Also, what? Since when do you get on here?
I got lucky, I guess.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, my bad. I forgot I approved you. Hello. Steve.
If it was a mistake, I can just go back.
No, you're good.
No,
You're
it's all
good.
good.
You're good. Go ahead
It's
and
all
throw
good.
your question in.
All right. Well, first of all, wanted to say hello, Flower. It's been
Hello,
a hot
Trey.
second.
Yeah, a second. I'm sorry I haven't been talking as much with you.
No. Look, it's good. I've taken my time. You need to take yours. I'm actually at work right now, so it's like why I'm trying to rush. Because no
I get
joke,
you.
right as I approved, I saw something. So I'm like, great. I have to get up and I have to do my job now.
I get you.
But I just have a very quick, simple question because I couldn't.
What do you got for me, Kate? What do you got for me, Trey?
Like on the spot, in terms of FNF, especially now that we've made it this far, I was gonna ask like, unless someone already asked the question, I wasn't here all day. Like favorite base game song, including Erect remixes and the boyfriend mixes. Now that those exist,
Yeah.
Darnell BF mix.
Darnell BF mix.
God, you're so real for that. See?
Darnell BF mix. And
Yeah.
in terms of like Erect, definitely fresh. Basic, but it's classic.
No,
Yes.
it is good. Oh yeah, we almost and Pico mixes. Now that those exist, but if those are the two, then yeah, I don't blame you.
Oh yeah, Bland Pico mix is definitely up there too.
Yes, it's good.
No, they're
Bland will
they're
always
definitely
just have a
doing
soft
good
place
with
in my
those.
heart.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, it's nice.
Yes.
I don't really know if I have too many other questions, but if I ask to come
You're
back,
always-
I'm allowed to. But I mostly
Yeah.
just wanted to ask.
Yeah, you're always free
as-
to put them down later.
Because it looks
I'll do
like,
it.
from what I heard, someone already asked about like your favorite game that isn't FNF related. I'm assuming, or no?
No.
I have quite a few.
That's what I was gonna ask. Oh, nice. Okay,
Go for
okay.
it.
Yeah,
One
okay.
of my
Like, what's
let me
one of your
see.
favorite games?
one of my favorite games is definitely Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh,
Nice.
it's a
Can
great
you
one.
guess who my favorite character is from the game? And I'll warn you, it's not the trans one.
I'll warn you.
You mean it's not? You mean it's not Bridget?
That's one of them.
Yeah.
Another favorite, and I play this very often in my server and stuff that I'm in. Another favorite is like Smash Bros. Ultimate, because despite how mad that game gets me sometimes, I definitely.
So, from what I can hear, you're a fighting game buff, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I don't mind playing games like Animal Crossing and stuff time to time.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's a
no.
I stream a
Normally
lot of Smash Bros. Actually.
Yeah, I only ask because I'm also a fighting game buff, but like in a way,
I
it's
get
like
you.
thoughts on like Mortal Kombat or Tekken. Like, what do you think of either of those? And Street Fighter, of course. Can't forget the classic.
Hey, Street Fighter gonna have a nice place in my heart too. I played that in an arcade. I used to play Ryu because the arcade was in like this mall and like this place I used to live at. We would go there pretty often, and my mom would get like a good few cents to play the arcade games.
That's nice.
And I would specifically go and play Street Fighter, and it was such
Let's
a fun time.
go.
One more favorite I will iterate.
Nice,
Sonic
nice.
Frontiers. Well, actually, no, Sonic Unleashed. Actually,
Yes.
that's another game that
Oh,
has
yeah,
a
that's
very soft place in my heart.
Yes.
I was about to say, I would assume Sonic is up there for you, considering how you
He played a big role in my life. I've been a
related
Sonic
stuff.
fan ever since I was
Same.
7. I'm now 17, about to be 18 in a few months.
Oh wait,
Good
no, I
times.
remember like the actual. There was a question that was like, "Oh, that's so loud." Sorry, there's
Sonic
no radio.
mention.
My
All
office.
good.
There was like one main question I really wanted to ask, in terms of
Yes.
because it was something that was on my mind. What, in your opinion, would be like one of the best years for FNF? You know, say like 2021 was really when
One
it
of the
blew up,
best
and then
years for
2022 there was
FNF.
so much quality. 2023 maybe you blew up, like
I
etc. Like,
wanna
what's one of your favorite
say-
years for FNF?
One of my favorite years, for
Including
FNF
everything,
personally.
personal growth and the
Well,
mob,
yeah.
main game.
Yeah, I think personally, my favorite year of FNF was like 2023, because it does everything that like the original era of the modding period kind of had, with like newer stuff. Like we got in Mario Madness V2, we got in the return of Hatsune Miku, we got in most mods with unique art styles. There was this one Pico Day one shot that was really good in my opinion.
Yes.
That was also definitely, in my opinion, one of my favorite years because it was, in my opinion, 2023 was definitely really good because it wasn't as dramatic as the past two, but it also was a lot more creative than the first two.
It was the Wild West.
We could all agree that there's a lot of good mods from the 2021 or 22 era, like Witty, even with some dramas. There's one that sits in the back of my mind. And it makes me sad to think that couldn't go into the next year. But it's like there's so many mods that had potential, and some fall, some don't. And it's like 2023 was great because
2023 felt like 2023 was definitely like a year where not just like mods were coming up, but like some people as well. Like some friends I really know were really growing during that year as well, and I think I was to an extent as well.
I mean, that's when I met you, and I've been.
We met in 2023.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God.
It was. I was like fresh on the scene, and then I showed in my opinion, not the greatest music, but my style could be better. It's like I remember the song.
I still remember that song you made for Laurel
the old
Groovin'.
Flower song, and
I haven't remade.
I look at it and be like, dang, it doesn't sound good, but it definitely holds a place in my heart for the time.
It holds a place in my heart too.
For the time period, and it's like I feel the exact same way because 2023, personally, I feel like for a lot of people, like you and me, how we described it, like people were definitely blowing up, and there was definitely a lot of good mods. And I can't really think of much, maybe because it's been 2 years, obviously, but come on, Imposter V3, right? It was V3, right?
Yeah, it was 2023 when that came out.
And then Mario Madness V2.
That was a definite period.
It was proof that the quality standard for FNF has shifted, and the art quality will always be good, and the music will always be good, but it got better, like way better.
It got a lot better. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And just
but at the same time, I feel like that comes at a cost of.
It does.
high expectations.
Yeah,
The bar for expectation grew exponentially.
I will say I noticed this earlier when like the update dropped and people were upset about it, or just like when the weekend update, just like overall, I think people gotten so comfortable and had the expectations from like a lot of mods.
Yeah.
That like now that we're getting updates from the base game that are like a lot smaller, a lot of just like
but
because of it.
They're good songs, but do they compare to
but
mods?
think
Some
the
people
thing
questioning.
Was people were definitely getting mad at let me think. Like the engine. I don't know why, but people have used Sight for so long that we just got used to it. But I'm like, no, we definitely need to appreciate, what the actual devs do.
Yeah.
Overall, I think like 2023 was my favorite year in terms of like FNF modding.
I agree.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
24 is when things started picking up for me personally.
Oh no, I agree. 2024 and 2023 were good, but I don't want to hold this up, so I'll say like one more quick question about
what you got?
Yeah, 30 seconds.
What do you think the future state of the game is gonna be? Because we're getting the updates, which is nice.
I definitely think that,
at least in terms of mods, has not been so active.
I definitely think that like the game and like the future will definitely shape up in terms of quality and music, and like it might not even be as recognizable as the last like 2 or 3 years the game was completely absent. Like fucking Otis came back. That really could tell you like where this game is probably going nowadays. And you know what? I'm all for it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's sad that we're in the 4th month of 2025, and I think in my opinion, yes, maybe there were some good mods, but I don't pay attention to FNF like that anymore. But
yeah,
kind of sad to see that Matt V3, which is still crazy to think that a mod from 4 years ago got an update. Like people need to acknowledge that.
It's very crazy.
Yeah, that mod broke my fingers.
That's like one of the only major releases or updates, and that's I'm glad you see like the possible vision, because it sucks going onto Twitter or YouTube and seeing people be so negative about the game.
My buddy Irish said,
clearly deserve.
Hello, Irish.
Hello.
The game deserves way more.
Very cool.
Yeah, I agree. People have been bashing.
We need a lot more original
positivity.
Mods. Don't get me wrong. IP mods are cool. EXE mods, if done right, are cool because there's a bit of a stigma behind them.
There always
is. mods.
There always will be. Yeah. That's how it is.
OC mods need to, like, in my opinion, come back and not have so much stigma. And I don't blame developers or FNF fans and FNF mod developers for, sticking to their roots or playing it safe. But I would love to see new content instead of blank V2. Because, like, again, they're clearly putting in the work. No disrespect to them, but
you just want something original once in a while.
Like, I get seeing Matt V3, but then it was sad seeing Flavor Rave V2.5 because I was excited for that mod. Then I heard it got canceled. I'm like,
I actually talked to a few members of that team, including High Powered Keys, about it. Like, even
I adore that mod, and I was.
It's very good for what it is.
See it go the way it did.
Yeah, that one didn't even feel like FNF. It was like its own thing.
It literally feels like its own game.
That's what mods need to do, honestly, in my opinion. But then again, it also takes ages to get to that point.
That's why Graffiti Groovin is one of my favorite out there.
I remember modding that hard chart for V2 in when it wasn't ready yet. I found a way on that stream to mod it in.
Yeah, like you could look at a team like those guys, and I'm pretty sure every mod they made is IP based because there was Doki Doki, and then there was versus Infinite, and then Flavor Rave was like their only one, but then it got canceled. But I agree. I feel like FNF is gonna have a bright future still, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna work hard. But
especially
all right,
the base game.
If I took up
all good, bro.
the stage a little too much.
It's all good.
But Flower, happy to see you do something cool like this. I'm happy to. I'm happy I got a random Twitter notification.
I'm happy to hear from you, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks
if you want to talk, let me know. But you guys have a great rest of your day.
You too, man.
Had a good evening, Tree.
Good night, everybody.
Good luck, bro. Good luck, bro.
Good night. Alrighty, but yeah, I definitely agree. The base game definitely has a bright future above it, but the community itself, I think, could use some,
It definitely shaping up from what it used to be.
Yeah, and by the way, I brought up positivity. They're bringing back FNF positivity is coming back, by the way.
Yeah.
They made a post. I'm actually in their HQ server, and they were discussing when they could do a podcast earlier. They said they should be able to do it tomorrow. Which, yeah, I might try. I'll try to jump in that myself on this account. But yeah, anyway, No Blanks asks, let's see here. Sorry if when we say that. Dude, are you real?
I mean, do you think I'm real?
They said a friend wanted them to say that.
I'm
can you ask them how long?
I'm just monitoring your existence.
And they said, can you ask them how long have they been making music, or if they like strawberry milk?
I love strawberry milk, and I think I've been doing music for about 2 years now. Because initially I started in December 2022, but I really started to like pick it up more around 2023 in February. And then like I think my music was really starting to go somewhere around 2023 in December. Other than that, yeah, I've been doing music for a good bit since then.
Doing something real quick. All right. Sorry about that. My dad was
All good,
like,
don't worry about it.
my dad was like, "You didn't pay my bill." I just did. I was supposed to transfer money. All right. So a good friend of mine, Marquise Artiste. Here's my question. What's their process for making music from start to finish? Answer can be simplified.
So really, I don't really know what I'm doing when I go and make music. But like when I do, I just kind of mess around, or I just really observe and then just kind of try and make something out of it, which most of the time it comes out pretty good. And other times, if I had to give advice when it comes to just making music, I just say, don't really think about it too hard.
Yeah.
And because you're gonna mess up your own flow sometimes. Yes, it's important to have like an idea in mind or like your own patterns and stuff like that, but it throws off your workflow a lot more when you're trying to like perfectly perfect it. If you come close to it, then that's good enough.
Well, perfectionism is subjective at the end of the day, isn't it?
Very much, it is.
So that's why I don't believe in perfectionists, personally. But yeah, here's one by Walk TS. What's the biggest poop you ever taken, Flower?
That one time I went to Chipotle, it was over. It was so over.
All right, I guess we're all done with the text-based ones on the main post. So if anyone in chat or VC or Twitter Space wants to come up in the chat, now's the chance.
You are open.
All right. By the way, we've been chatting for like 2 hours. It doesn't feel like 2 hours though. It really doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You know the strangest thing about YouTube streaming is that if a video or stream is 2 hours long, it immediately processes after. Instead of it being like an hour, it takes like until the next morning. It's weird.
It does. Like
it's very fucking weird. For real. Hey, don't even get me started on YouTube streaming.
Come on up, Mankey.
Mankey.
Hello.
Hello again.
I was not expecting to get up.
Hey man.
So, my question is for like both of you. It's to me, I got Flower. Who's someone that both like as a viewer or as the host would you guys want to see on the Funkin interview?
Good question. I actually might save that for another question I was gonna do. What I'm talking about here is I did a community-based question recently on the 17th, so yesterday, and I'm gonna be doing more of these questions, so I might actually save that for later.
Okay.
Yeah, here's a question for any FNF mod devs. I guess I could ask this one here. Do you and your teams like have fun gaming sessions during your downtime? And if so, what games do you guys usually play? Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because fairly often, in not just my mods, but like other ones I'm in, we'll just find some way to have interesting interactions or activities, whether it be from insulting one another or just suggesting, yo, hop on Roblox and stuff. Like even in my server, when somebody is talking to me and stuff, whether if I'm trying to do mod stuff or I'm trying to get this guy to work on cherry blossoms, it's just like, yeah, we'll just find some way to goof off rather than actually work.
You can't calm down. I did it. This
That's
song's
not-
done.
Other than that, like, yeah, most of the time when I'm working with somebody, whether if it's my project or something else, like, we'll just more likely have fun than work, which isn't usually bad.
Oh, I'm just now reading some of the responses I forgot to respond to.
Oh, I got a question.
All right, go for it.
For Flower, what was your first mod that you ever helped in? It's weird because I can kind of recall it, but like it's very vague. It was like this horror Mario mod where, what is it? Yeah, it was like this horror Mario mod. It was not Antiverse, I will tell you that. It was. I can't exactly call it, but I met 2 people on that mod that day. It was like my friend Joel that I talk to time, and my girly bestie that I still speak with very often, named Lol. And just like the mod didn't last for a day, but I ended up meeting them, and they ended up helping me with my project I was making around that time called Thunderheart/Mauve, I think. Yeah. And in terms of like animation, I think the first mod was like my own. It was like the mod where I was like, because it was like my first mod that I was making, and so like I couldn't stick with the regular narratives like I was with spray animation, so it really like challenged me. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised because I was very new and very inexperienced with animating FNF sprites, but yet I got in a lot of good propositions on other mods and such. And like, it's crazy where you can go when the right people notice, I guess.
Yeah, that's just the internet in general, to be fair. Connections,
well,
being luck. That's
right.
just something that's a natural thing. It just happens. Like, I wasn't expecting a lot of the freaking, people I've been following for a while, like Positivity, to shout out the interview podcast. Like at all.
Right.
Then I got invited to their own Discord, and it's just been going good times since.
Anything else you want to ask me, Mankey?
Do you have any questions for Mankey themselves?
Roadblocks.
Is that their favorite? Is that their favorite Pokemon, by the way?
Yeah, or at least last I recall.
What happened about Pokemon?
Is Mankey your favorite?
No.
What's your favorite?
I swear I remember you saying that was your favorite.
Speaking of Pokemon, while we're on this,
it's Mega Charizard.
Oh yeah, you did tell me you love that one a lot too.
I love him. He's so cool. My name is Stolen.
while we're on the Pokemon topic,
my friends, and then it just kind of became.
What?
I was about to say, while we're on the Pokemon topic, did you see the canon favorite Pokemon from the base game tweets that they made recently?
I did not, actually.
Apparently, according to a live stream, FNF Funkin News posted that BF and GF's favorite EV evolution is Vaporeon. I saw that.
Really?
Yeah, I said I am not surprised. Of course.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, I literally said I am not surprised and put the freaking flashback meme.
Hey.
That's literally my response right there. Never would have guessed. Last joke.
Hey, Vaporeon's pretty cool.
No, I know for a fact it shows Vaporeon for the freaking copy pasta.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. That's why I did the war flashback memes.
Yep. that could be a
No,
possibility.
they picked it because it reminds of blue, like BF's blue hair. Come on, guys.
And they said Pico's was what was it? Cyndaquil, I believe, off the top of my head.
Oh, that's actually really sweet.
I could see that.
You're
And
like
then
a
Dust Skull is
Pokemon.
Skid and Pump's favorite.
I can see that too. Oh, CM Pump.
Yeah, they said it was Dust Skull. I'm gonna jump on their
I
thing
can
real
definitely
quick.
see that too.
I could definitely see that. I thought they would have said what was it? Dusknor?
Yeah,
I would have said that personally. That'd be my pick for them.
that's pretty cool.
Let's check out Funkin News real quick.
What's up with Funkin News?
Yeah, I'm checking to see what they also said for other characters because that was like yesterday.
Okay.
Let's see here. So they said Darnell's favorite Pokemon is Charmeleon. I can see that.
Damn it, I knew it's one of them. I didn't know the struggle with
Chugmander.
Chugmander.
Fuck.
Alright, let's
It's tough.
see. Try to find any more
I would love Pokemon mixes and base game.
Pokemon mixes and base game.
Please, it's
It-
not a boss.
It comes up.
yeah.
It comes up. You can look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's out there. But yeah, that's
I
all
know
I
too
could
many
find.
people who've done it, but like, it's not base game, guys. It's different. It's different.
Take care. Take care. I think some people are saying goodnight.
Good night.
Okay, Shadow Kirby say I'm low-key tired. I'm gonna sleep. Good night, Flower. Proud of you for this twin.
Thank you,
Chug-
bro. Thank you.
Chugazard.
Chugazard. Anything else you want to ask me, Mankey?
Mankey.
Oops. I think if I was to think of one more thing, shit, I forgot. Oh wait, what's his
I
favorite?
forgot.
Bro, for gore.
He really did, yeah.
Which one?
Bro, for gore.
Bro for gore. By the way, Nikki posted what not related at all, but what is going on in Scott the Waz's Instagram fans? What the
What is
hell?
happening over there?
Yeah, Scott the Waz.
The wand.
The Waz. What the fuck is a Waz?
The
No
wand.
one asked that.
The wand.
He's a fellow Ohioan.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm a Ohioan. Yeah.
God, I love this guy. All right.
But yeah, I think we're running out of questions here, so we're going to be wrapping up here soon. If you got any more questions, we can do a
Feel
rapid
free to
fire.
speak them out.
No question. I just have to say, make sure to check out Frostpunk. Make sure to check out Project.
All right, buddy.
Project Diva. We don't talk about it.
Project Diva. Yeah.
That's true.
I think that's it for me.
All
I'm
right,
excited for
thank you, Mankey.
Deltarune.
Oh,
I am
Deltarune.
pretty
I
excited.
actually don't care
can't lie.
much for Deltarune, but one of my friends was gonna like convince me to watch all of it. So maybe I'll change my opinion.
Fair enough. Maybe the Waz is the
House
friends we
just
made
started.
along the way.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I got it.
So I'm gonna set this out real quick. Another song that I intend to make part of the album that I mentioned earlier is involving a song that Shatterbone helped made like a small draft or concept for.
Yeah.
I forgot what I wanted to call it. I think it was called like Self-Depiction or Self-Depiction, one of those two. That's supposed to be a part of the album too, featuring a very popular character for the people that follow me. And Shatter made like a small concept that I do need to work on more one of these days when I get the time and the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Getting tagged in some songs. Alright, thank you, Mankey.
Excuse me. Yawning. It is getting kind of late where I'm at.
It's like 9. It's like started around like 6.
Yeah, 6:45 ish. Yeah. I just gotta go to my own personal Discord here, wrap up with a thing. It looks like I'm playing Pillar Chase, Smash Bros, and FNF tomorrow night.
Smash Bros, man. I could come on by.
I play it a lot on my main channel. I'm at almost 200 I'm almost at 200 live streams.
You gotta invite me on. You gotta invite me on.
I have almost 200 live streams of just Smash Bros lobbies.
Oh my god.
I am not joking. That's 200 hours.
I believe you on that.
It's too much fun. My community likes it. Aside from FNF, that's probably the second most watched thing I do. And I'm not even that freaking good at it. I'm fucking terrible. The freaking Discord is just chaotic.
Improves.
No. It's just chaotic as hell. That's the thing. That's the big thing. But yeah, you're always welcome. It's open lobby.
Hey man, maybe I'll swing by.
Alrighty. I could have Flower. This is like more of an unknown question, but how's that Stars Above type song going? Since it's been a while since I've heard about it. Those who know.
I mentioned it before, but yeah, I plan to work on it a little more.
Daisho asks, oh yeah, I do have a question now. Hey, Flower and Hunter, what's your favorite part of the modding community that you like the most?
Definitely one of my favorites.
Good question.
It's definitely like just seeing the product finish. Because everyone makes mods, but not all of them really succeed like that. So it's like really satisfying when you and your team come together and just like make this or that, whatever it could be.
Well, my perspective is, yeah, I get that. I agree with that as well. As somebody that playtests for a number of mods, I can definitely agree with that. Like, for example, like the Blocky Myths crew, I've known Zandiver and Lameo for like ages now. And they honestly just have some fun in VC most of the time. Just playing like, Fortnite and all that. That's what made me ask that question, that, what dev teams play during their downtime. That's actually what inspired that question. But my favorite part of the community is, that and generally just chatting with the creators as, like in this sort of fashion, like we're doing right now. Like processes and all that. I'm a curious guy. Like I like to ask a lot of questions. Like how the fuck does this stuff happen? Like, how did we get here? Like, what? I don't know how to freaking word this. Freaking autism and ADHD showing off right now, huh?
Yeah.
Like, what led you to what we're doing now in this community? Like, what are the ups and downs? Like, how the fuck did this all go down?
I say this time to time to myself, like, because before I got into FNF, I was a shithead. I was a problematic person, so to say. And sometimes I'm just like working on something, and I was like, would I be in this community if I didn't fuck myself over who knows how many times? Just like, and you know what? I'm kind of glad I did, because like, I wouldn't even be on this interview right now if I didn't.
Honestly, I just hope the community learns to be less freaking less not mean, just tactful. Bullshit with their criticism, quote unquote. Actual criticism would work. Actually, like, but people say this mod sucks. Okay, how can they improve it? They just suck. That's not criticism. That's literally just an opinion.
I think some people mix up insult with criticism.
Yeah, a lot of the thing is that a lot of the community is, like 15 and above at this point, to be fair, which it's fine.
That is true.
I get that. But, if you have nothing nice to say, why say anything at all? Why try to ruin the motivation of somebody to create? Like, dude. But if it keeps going, I mentioned this back in January. If it kept going down that route, the community would be in a way shittier spot right now in terms of creators. Like demotivation across the board and all that. Like, but thankfully it has kind of eased up. Recently, at least. Less unnecessary criticism and insulting the team or harassing. That's what the community needs to, maybe be more positive on it. Now, if you had to, if mods were paid and all that, I'd understand. But all this shit is for free.
Yeah.
Like, I can't go back into another yelling fit. But yeah, I just get fed up of seeing all the negativity at this point. If it's like, calling out like actual, PDF shit with actual evidence, I'm fine with that. That's valid. But if no claims, like why the like I see that every fucking day on this app, I swear. Like, yeah, okay. I mentioned earlier, like if you're gonna call it somebody, have some solid evidence. And a screenshot, not always the most reliable evidence. Especially nowadays.
Sometimes.
AI shit.
Sometimes people Photoshop it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. That Photoshop's been around for fucking ages. I never took it as, credible evidence. I never did. Now, if there's like 50 people all backing it up, as in like you can confirm themselves in it, you can most likely agree with that. That is legit. But if it's like a screenshot, running that through an AI tester. AI art sucks. Boo. Man. As somebody that's been trying to learn, I actually did ask some questions during my live streams, like, is it okay to use AI as references? And I've had a mixed reaction to it. I haven't done that yet. I have not done that, by the way. Not yet. I was going to say that, but no, I'm not planning on doing that.
I'm not really an artist. I can't really speak on that, but I will say, like,
I am trying to learn.
If it's like a reference, then I think
some people are on the fence about that. That's a question.
Like, no, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm not going to do that. Just saying that now.
I don't agree
AI,
with
personally, AI is a tool. That's how it should be used. I agree. Needs to learn how to criticize and be nice and respectful, even if you just like song someone made. Agreed. Right, you hit it right on the head there, Shatterbone.
But I do agree when people get defensive or anything when it comes to AI stuff. I do understand that.
Oh, God. AI should be used as a tool, not as a replacement for hard work.
I think we're out of questions.
Using for reference is fine, but not good either. AI doesn't know how to draw, if that makes sense. I get it. As somebody that knows, honestly, I would bring in my IRL job as an example here, but I don't want to do that for the podcast. But basically, let's just say camera systems and meshing like 50,000 images, combining into meshing one weird-looking piece of shit is literally what AI does. Right. So I know a little bit of what it does, but. So it's good for things like designs and whatnot. But if you want to learn anatomy perspective, it's always better just use IRL as artist. Good point. But yeah, I've been wanting to ask questions about art and all that revolve around that topic, but I didn't want to cause any, bull crap drama in the community at times.
That is true.
Now you talk about AI. Context is always important. Well, yeah.
That is also true.
Yeah. But anyway, let's jump off the AI concept. Freaking thing. We kind of got derailed there. We're basically out of questions at this point. Yeah, we were talking about art, and then I thought I'd bring up the AI scenario because I've heard some people.
AI, I believe.
Yeah, a lot of AI stuff's been used in art recently. I've heard a lot of conversations about it, and as somebody that's trying to learn how to do art, I wanted to ask that question since it's topical. But yeah, I don't plan on using that.
All right. This guy's pretty cool. I like him.
But yeah, I don't support that crap. I don't support AI.
I get it.
As a tool, yes, but as a replacement, no.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think we're all out here, but
Yeah, I think you're all
out. It's around like 9 anyway, so like when it's time to say enough is enough.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the final thoughts then. What are your thoughts on the interview? What did you think?
I had a lot of fun talking about this because I'm somebody that loves speaking and rambling. And when I found out I was getting this interview, a lot of my friends were very supportive, very happy for me, and I was very excited myself.
Thanks for that. Thanks for not spoiling it on Twitter, by the way, you guys.
I
like to make an announcement of that.
What is it?
I always wanted to. I just hope eventually that somebody just doesn't freaking leak like, hey, we got an interview before I make the announcement. Like, We have a team.
Because I was very excited. I was giving one.
Yeah, don't worry. I know that's eventually probably gonna happen though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the next few interviewees have already been chosen. So
there's like a lot were very happy and very excited for me, and I was like, all right, this is happening. This is really where I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And it makes you really feel like I got somewhere and stepped up in terms of like being in this community with how long I've been in it.
Yeah.
And like overall, like I'm glad I got to be here, and talk about all of this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you. Honestly, I love doing the interviews. They are exhausting, yeah, but honestly, talking with creators in the community that I'm pretty active in myself, and doing something that no one else in the community does at the interviews.
That's
pretty
true.
fun.
That's true.
I mean, the closest people you compare me to is like Captain Blackjack or Meta Era. Captain Jack Attack or whatever his name is. I don't remember. I made a post about it a while back.
Name, right?
But yeah, he moved on to like Doors content and never came back to the community. And Meta Era got a internship at Linux, Lenovo. My bad. So understandable. I can see why he left.
I get that.
Hey, good for him. Good for him. But yeah, I don't think I know. I can see where they come from, but not really. Interviews are not what they were doing, but I can see what they mean with inside details.
All in all, I had a very
nice.
good time being on here. Very happy to talk.
Yeah, sorry for the delay because things got kind of hectic last week.
No. I didn't mind waiting.
But yeah, we are planning to do like a season 2 thing, so revamping things. Sooner or later. Were there old FNF interviewers? There are people talking to FNF creators, yes, but interviews, more like an open Q&A. But I think we go a little bit more in depth. I do want to go even more in depth into these questions, but I also don't want to have like freaking 50 before the open Q&A. That's a hard balance to strike. And I've already been doing this stuff since like last July, so it's almost been a full year since I've been started doing this. This account's only my account's only
I swear I thought you might have been around longer.
Yeah, no, I actually had this set up since like right after Step Right Up came out, actually.
Yeah.
And then FNF Positivity kind of invited me to talk on their podcast and get to know those people. How long was this? I swear you started like 3 hours ago. No, almost, yeah. Almost, yeah.
Gotta wrap
but yeah, no, this account, the Funkin interview account, was only made like a few months ago. And that's where it kind of blew up a bit. I was not expecting that for somebody that's been doing it for like 6 months already.
What works.
Yeah. They weren't even separated. Like, if you go back onto the FNF playlist, like the playthroughs and mods I went through, some of them do have interviews. They just weren't separated.
Okay.
But yeah. Thanks, stop.
All
My
right.
dog's nagging me now. We gotta get out of here. All right, chat. So, if you know anybody that wants, if you want to share the, how to do the interview form anywhere, it's on my pinned post. If you want to share it, or even go through it, I even put a video on it recently how to fill it out. Because a lot of people are confused on how to fill it out, or they're nervous.
This guy is very
That's
awesome
fine.
to chat with, by the way.
Yeah. I just try to have fun with it, honestly. But a lot of people are actually intimidated by the word interview as well. It's not really an interview per se. It's like a Q&A thing. But
the thing. All right. Well, work on it on your own time, Octo. You got it. There's one more mod that I am working on. I'm not gonna say what it is, but y'all will be surprised.
But yeah, that should be about it. I guess I got 3 more words to say. Keep on cooking.
Hey.
Keep on cooking. Yeah, trust me, I don't plan. I took like a day off. I took a few days off. That's about it.
Awesome.
But yeah, have a good night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is for you guys in chat. And until next time, later.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Take care.
You too.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut him off. But yeah, the timing on the ending YouTube stream is a bit off. But yeah, follow me on the interview account. The next, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. The next 3 interviewees have already been chosen. They've not been messaged yet, but they have been chosen. And let's just say one of them should be interesting. I'm trying to mix up the variety of big and small creators again. I do want to do more dev team interviews, get like a whole bunch in one go, but a lot of them are, who am I kidding? 99% of these requests have been one-on-one interviews, which I'm completely fine with, but I generally got started with dev team interviews. I know it's a lot more difficult to put those together, but kind of my favorite thing to do. And these interviews are kind of the more in-depth creative endeavors I've done so far on the internet, honestly. But yeah, if you think the list of questions is good, let me know. If you have any you think I should add for any sort of genre, let me know, honestly. Because currently, I'm also giving an update real quick on the form for requesting an interview with your dev team. I have 120... I gotta erase hers. 123 individual interview request forms filled out. Press not now though, because I have nothing. There's a lot, and as I explained in this, it's randomized. I literally just freaking pull a random number generator just to make sure it's fair for everybody. One day. Eventually, these will stop, but I'll try my best to get through everybody's. And they're usually like two to three a week. But actually, no, we round it down to 2 when we got the promo team put together. I'll do another appreciation post for the promo team soon, so you can follow them. And yeah, let me know what you think about the promos, the Funkin interview account and the podcast. And yeah, check out the playlist in the description below. When the first season is done, I will definitely do individual post going through all of them. We did a good promo today. I feel like we could have done better. My team, anyway. But nah, actually, I can't say that. Everyone's busy with their stuff. They got commissions to do. I'm not gonna say anything more. But yeah, they did like animatic promos for.
I've been
all
on
this
there. Mammon's been on.
Stuff like this. Everyone was busy this week and last week, so I'm not gonna hold that against them. They had their own lives. I love having these though. I really do. But people get busy. Not sure if it's gonna happen next week either. I need to be a bit more active on the community Discord. I was offline for like a few days. But yeah, let me know what you think of the interview podcast. Until next time, chats. Later. I don't know why I say chats. I'm not multi-streaming at the moment. I need to get back to that soon. Yeah, thank you to the YouTube members that support the channel via the join button. I need to erase the early access to videos thing because I don't make videos anymore. I kind of just gave that up because I don't have time to do that, nor the interest. I just do streams. Kind of my thing is abnormal on YouTube, and it does like a slightly separate algorithm compared to YouTube videos and shorts. It's kind of wonky, but I still have a fun time with it. If you have any mod suggestions, let me know in the comment section. Thank you to LordDemon198, Unknown Artist, Ridefied57, Zandiver, Kithoru, Nix, Documic, High Powered Keys, Lex Hearn, and Kingly Caden for supporting the channel on YouTube with the join button. And thank you to FreeGeo27 on the Twitch side of things for the Twitch sub. We have a community server in the description down below. I had just updated the invite. If you want to join there, I'll probably be more active there tomorrow. But until next time, chats. Have a good night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. I hope you take care. I hope we see you soon. Later. You didn't play it. Drop it in the Discord. It's easier to keep track of that stuff. Take care, everybody. Later.